wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Oh yeah, you got Ghost of Your Toy? Yeah, I'm not gonna get that one. It looks like it's very, what's the word? Repetitive. That's the word. Why the hell is there like a line of videos that didn't pop in? It's just a line of videos that didn't pop in for whatever reason. Oh, what's this?
Military officials have confirmed an incident at a research facility located near Ash Ridge Valley.
The fuck? Oh. Huh. I'd like to see more gameplay of this game. Honestly. Ooh, Diablo. Hold on, wait a minute.
How can knowledge be evil if it saves a soul? Should a king...
Hold on. What? Really? So Diablo 2 got an update. I think Diablo 2 is single player. I don't think it has any multiplayer to it, right? Is Diablo 2 single player? I didn't answer my goddamn question. Is Diablo 2 single player? Oh my god. Is Diablo 2 single player or multiplayer? Weird. So it does have multiplayer now. That's crazy. I've heard a lot of good things about Diablo 2. Oh, they're making a live action Helldivers movie, boys. There's a good chance that Jason Momoa is going to be playing as one of the guys. Oh, I love Escape from Duck Off. If you haven't played Escape from Duck Off, I absolutely recommend this game. What is that? No way. Hold on. Oh, you can change the floor now? Oh, let's go. Oh, what is this? This is new. Oh, I got wrecked. Yo, I enjoyed the shit out of that game. I'm not even gonna lie. I thoroughly enjoyed playing that game. Oh, Puddin's here. What the fuck is going on here? Oh. What the fuck? That was weird. It looks like that's everything that looks like it'd be worthwhile watching. We got more from Crimson Desert. I want to play this game.
Welcome to the last Crimson Desert Features overview video.
Remember, this game comes out next month.
Pywell isn't just a continent of battles and exploration. It's a world where many of the smaller moments also shape your journey and make up your day-to-day life. In our final video of this feature series, we'll be taking a broader look at life in Pywell. Your journey will be anchored by the Greymane Camp, a stretch of land in Hernan that serves as the faction's new base after Payloon is lost to the Black Bears.
Reminds me of...
Its beginnings may be humble, but over time, you'll be able to expand the camp with funds and resources that you acquire on your travels.
Puddin hopped over into the shorts chat.
With these upgrades, the camp will become more than just a place to rest.
It does. It's got like... Oh, it's got building aspects as well? What the fuck? Bro, how much is this game gonna be? Like $1,000?
You can prepare for the journeys ahead.
Bro, it's got like Assassin's Creed stuff in it. It's got Elden Ring stuff in it. It's got Skyrim stuff in it. It's got Red Dead stuff in it. It's got like all the best pieces, kind of like a jigsaw puzzle, dude.
Prepare meals at camp that will keep up your health.
It's about time you got hungry.
I hope it took all the good pieces and none of the bad. I do.
Or purchase provisions. from
It
the
got
camp
some
vendor.
Witcher looking in it too.
You can also go a step further.
You
and
farm?
produce the resources needed for
No
cooking
way,
and crafting yourself. By
Oh!
working the camp ranch and farm. A helpful option when resources are in short supply.
Bro, just pick that pig up. The whole pig, bro. What the f- You gonna kill it? You gonna butcher it?
So this is all now, eh?
The camp is also the foothold for rebuilding the Greymane faction, and building it is the starting point in the journey to reclaiming the Greymane's lost homeland of Paleum. The comrades you reunite with along your journey will come here to regroup, while others will hear news of the camp and arrive of their own accord. These Greymanes can take on several roles. They can be dispatched to locations across Pywell where missions
What?
can be found.
That's cool. Oh, what are these things?
Having your comrades
What
complete
are
these
these?
missions will grant you with currency and resources such as wood and ore and materials required for cooking and alchemy.
Really?
Greymanes can also be dispatched to blockaded locations and help to whittle down enemy ranks even while you're in other parts of Pywell.
That's cool. That's cool.
Your journey will inevitably take you to the villages, towns, and cities of Pywell.
That's a good question. How long have they been working on getting this game? How long have the developers been working on Prince of Death?
Here, shops and vendors offer everything from daily provisions.
Dude, they've been working on this game for over 6 years. It started in 2019.
Materials.
Oh, this is gonna be a fucking based game.
Blacksmith can forge a new weapon to replace the one you've carried since Hernand, while a tailor ensures you're properly outfitted for the journeys ahead.
Oh, your wardrobe tells your story.
Yo, the raccoon. Yo, you know I gotta get that.
But commerce is only one part of life.
I'll do the same for you someday. This is for you. Good health to you.
The items really remind me of The Witcher. The individual items they have in the game and the textures.
Seem shallow.
There are residents here who are in need of someone to hear their requests. Some may need protection from bandits. Others
Man, walk
may
it
ask you
off,
to
pussy.
deliver goods. Or help track down a missing person. These stories unfold alongside the region's larger tales, offering a glimpse into the
That's
everyday lives of those who live in Pywell.
Look at the diversity, dude. Is that a deer? What the fuck is this thing?
Spend a little time in these locations and soak in the atmosphere.
I wonder if there's a massive amount of side quests in every new like area you go to.
Meet residents, both good and bad. Catch whispers of rumors from the locals, or engage in lighter diversions along the way.
There's gambling. There's gamba. Oh! Look at the diversity in like the people too. I hope they have a huge diverse like enemy mob like PvE aspect to it. I don't want to see like the same mob 70 times.
Just be mindful of the law.
Oh.
Harmful actions can turn residents and guards hostile, making travel more difficult.
Damn, that's a big ass dude.
You're forced to
Oh my God.
pay fines, or even serve time in jail. Beyond the towns and cities, you'll also encounter people and come upon locations that draw you into new adventures. Like a town hidden away, home to some unusual residents.
I don't think.
You gonna take his boots? Oh, okay.
or locations that, whether through mechanical or mystical means, require fixing. So take in life apart from the battles and wilderness of Pywell and explore its towns.
Yo, look at that
cities,
horse.
and beyond.
Oh, that's cool.
They can
Okay, that's
provide
cool.
resources, new stories, or even just moments of levity in your journey.
Can you kill the dog, though?
Cooking will be one of your essential activities. Food can replenish or temporarily strengthen your health, spirit, and stamina, giving you the edge in exploration or battle.
Grilled
Along
fish.
your travels, you'll find bonfires and cooking recipes that allow you to prepare hearty meals. Fishing and hunting.
Yo, look at that fishing.
And
That's
cooking
cool.
recipes that allow you to prepare hearty meals.
You're having to fight against the fish, too?
Fishing
That's
and hunting
cool.
will provide the ingredients these recipes require. While items like flowers and insects can be used in alchemy to brew medicines that enhance your combat capabilities. Other activities, like mining and gathering, will also yield materials for crafting and upgrading your equipment. You can also craft more advanced and specialized tools with valuable resources you uncover on your journey. Shaping your daily life in Pywell also extends to customizing your character. At camp, you can adjust hairstyles and tattoos, as well as your outfits using dyes.
Oh, so you can change the
Wide
colors of the
variety
cloth.
Dyes can be
That's
discovered
sick.
throughout the world or brewed through alchemy, so experiment with the different color combinations available.
Oh, dude, look at that armor. Whoa.
Different color combinations available.
Yo, look at that armor set. That looks sick. Holy crap. Oh, you could be wherever. It doesn't matter. Just be wherever. Just kind of float around, I guess. It doesn't usually kick off until I bring up politics.
Crimson Desert Features Overview Series. We've explored Pywell and its stories and characters, the combat and progression, and the activities that make up life in Crimson Desert. We hope that this series has given you a better understanding of the game.
Oh, that looks crazy.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see
Yo, what is this
the
game?
game. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in Pywell.
Oh god, horse racing. Arm wrestling? Arm wrestling? Oh, look at that. Yo, let's go. That looks so good, bro. All right, I guess it's time to watch Pam Bondi get destroyed in court. This happened yesterday, and this was a shit show.
Crashing out.
I want to thank the Attorney General for her great work in the first year on the job, and I want to thank you for being here. With that, I would yield to the ranking member for an opening statement.
Thank you kindly, Mr. Chairman, and welcome Attorney General Bondi. You've got the best lawyer's job in America because your mission is justice and your client.
And I think this is totally valid, by the way, what they did to Pam Bondi. Now, the whole ICE bullshit, they should have kept that shit out of it. In my honest opinion, I don't want to fucking hear about some dude that decided to resist arrest and got himself shot. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about Renee Good either. What I want to hear about is the Epstein files and why is the majority of the Epstein files redacted. That's what I give a fuck about. I don't care about anything else other than that. But they used this as a means to
who trafficked and raped them.
Yep.
You still haven't met with these survivors.
Wait, wait a minute. So you're the Attorney General and you didn't even meet with the survivors of the people that you're releasing all the files about? What the fuck?
See, that amazes me. And let me tell you something that's going to become very apparent with the more of this that you watch, or we watch. She never actually looked over these files. The entire time she had them on her desk, not once did she flip through them, and it's very obvious. It's very obvious. Very, very apparent. And it'll make more sense as we go on. And this has just been a shit show. This has been a complete and total disgrace to American politics. It has. This has been a complete slap in the face.
Their permission, let me introduce to you the survivors and late survivors' family members who are present today. There's Teresa Helm. There's Jess Michaels. Laura Bloom McGee. Danny Bensky. Liz Stein. Marina Lacerda. Sky and Amanda Roberts, who are the family of the late Virginia Giuffre. Charlene Rouchard. And Lisa Phillips.
It's not on my end. I don't have any drop frames.
Madam Attorney General, whether it's Epstein's human trafficking ring or the homicidal governmental violence against citizens in Minneapolis, as Attorney General, you're siding with the perpetrators and you're ignoring the victims. That will be your legacy unless you act quickly to change course. You're running a massive Epstein cover-up right out of the Department of Justice.
I don't want to say that she's doing it on purpose. She obviously has a team of people that are doing this. But the thing is that if one of the things in your life that you would never want to drop the ball on, this is one of those things. She should have hand-did this herself prior to the release of these files. She should have already been working on this since the beginning of the year. There is no reason that these files released in the state that they did.
By Congress to turn over 6 million documents, photographs, and
they've only released 3. They've only released 3 million of these documents. There's still 3 mil missing.
Wait, so there's 6 million, but I thought they only released 3 million. That means half haven't even been released? Is that... I think it's like 3.5 million. So that means literally millions of these are still left?
Epstein files, but you've turned over only 3 million.
They need to get rid of Pam Bondi. That's what they need to do.
You say you're not turning over the other 3 million because
they need to get rid of the deputy director as well. They need to get his ass out of there too. They're both fucking useless.
There are actual memos of victim statements.
That's not their decision to make.
And you also took down the Department of Justice's prosecution memo from 2019. So it's clearly not all duplicative, but even if it were, why not release it? Just release all the duplicative stuff.
Yes, put it out
In
there.
the half you did produce, you redacted the names of abusers, enablers, accomplices, and
And let's not begin to talk about the email that the victims had wrote to her. The victims got together, they put their names on an email and said, prior to the release of these files, could you not say these names? These are victims, and the attorneys came forward and said, do not say these names. And they leaked the fucking email. They let the email out unredacted in these files. They leaked the fucking email of victims that they wanted the names redacted of on the files.
Conspirators, apparently to spare them embarrassment and disgrace, which is the exact opposite of what the law ordered you to do. Even worse, you shockingly failed to redact many of the victims' names.
Not that big of a
shock. Which is what you were ordered to do by Congress. Some of the victims had come forward publicly, but many had not. Many had kept their torment private, even from family and friends. But you published their names.
That's crazy.
Their identities, their images on thousands of pages for the world to see. So you ignored the law, and even with over 100,000 employees at your disposal.
I think they've got to get rid of her.
No, absolutely. She should have stepped down after this. There's no reason to keep her where she's at. They need to get rid of Bondi, and they need to get rid of that. I can't think of his fucking name. That other guy, the deputy director of FBI.
Bombings. The fact that they let those Tesla bombings go on and they never held any of those people accountable.
Same thing with the the riots in Minneapolis.
You had people that were creating national databases.
All the threats that are going on online in like Reddit and stuff of them threatening political officials. Bro, you gotta be a country that's gonna crack down on this. You got to.
Owners lived, so they would make targets out of the people that own these cars, and other people could firebomb and destroy the cars. And a ton of these people never got arrested. There were never any consequences for it, and they were just able to do it with no.
They didn't have the DMV doing that. They had lawyers. They had a team of lawyers, like over 100 lawyers, that sat down and went through those files. Most of those files were already redacted by the time they hit the DOJ. That's the problem. They were already redacted. The lawyers couldn't even do their part because of the redactions that were already in place.
Other type of problem at all. So really, I mean,
and we know that because we just watched a video recently, like this week actually, of the lawyers that had stepped forward and said by the time it hit us, they were already redacted.
This is only one thing.
They completely dropped the fucking ball on this.
The worst part about this is that she's so incompetent, I don't even know if it's a cover-up. I think that she actually just might be a fucking retard. Because how do you mess up so many different things over and over and over? At a certain point, I mean, like, you're just a fucking idiot.
You acted with some mixture of staggering incompetence, cold indifference, and jaded cruelty towards more than 1,000 victims.
Saying, though, right?
Fuck yeah.
Raped, abused.
Yeah, just a heads up. If you're gonna just get down and chat and say stupid shit, I do have a moderator now. He's gonna fucking insta-ban you, or at least put you into. I don't know what all his tools can do, but he's got full access to them, so he's gonna utilize them. You will get instantly removed
and trafficked.
Yeah.
This performance screams cover up. Convicted sex trafficker and groomer Ghislaine Maxwell opened.
And I do think you're right. Like thinking that the government's gonna do anything right is a joke. Dude, the government is a joke. They've got way too many people that sit on their fucking hands and do nothing. Straight up.
Hell to Virginia Giuffre and hundreds of other.
But even so, you're right. You're still right. Kay, you're still right. Regardless, even if it's 100 lawyers that have been bought and paid for by the government, they're still going to be sitting on their hands most of the time doing fuck all. They're essentially DMV workers now. You're right. Like, I'm not trying to dismantle what you're saying because you're right. Like, the government is fundamentally, it's just a joke. Like, whenever it comes to employees, like government employees.
As Virginia recorded in her remarkable book, Nobody's Girl. But when Maxwell was subpoenaed to come testify before Congress, you and Todd Blanche quickly moved her from a higher security prison to a minimum security camp in Texas.
This is what pisses me off. How is it that you move Ghislaine Maxwell, to a prison where she's being treated as not even as a threat? You realize that this lady has ties to people all over the fucking world because of her involvement with Epstein. Any country in the world, if they wanted that lady dead, they have easier access to getting to her now. And you just moved her into a prison where she's got a nice little doggy now, and she goes out and she gets her little work in, and she has like a workout room where she's getting treated like a queen. This bitch was all over the world getting kids raped. Why the hell you got like... And now, whenever they do a recent thing with her to ask her questions about the Epstein files, it's, I plead the fifth and I want freedom. Well, you don't get freedom. They need to move her bitch ass. They need to take this lady. They need to move her into Alcatraz, and they need to torture the information out of her. They need to start cracking her teeth. That's what they need to do with this lady.
She's enjoyed 5-star treatment, including catered meals, private gym time, and access to a therapy puppy. All because Todd Blanche,
gave this bitch
utterly failed to investigate.
They gave this bitch a dog?
Disgusting,
they gave
man.
Her a fucking dog. And she didn't even snitch anybody out? Bro, you gotta take the dog away. That poor dog. I know, really. Like, how does this even happen?
The monstrous crimes of Epstein and Maxwell's co-conspirators spent 9 hours with Maxwell and satisfied himself that she would have nothing untoward to say about Donald Trump, which is your only real interest in the matter.
She probably does.
I think that there's a lot of people that are weaponizing the Epstein files for Trump or against Trump. I think it's pretty
but they're not making it any easier. The issue is that they're not making it any easier whenever it comes to this. I don't understand why the hell they're making it easier for their opposing political party to use these files as a distraction. Why would you drop the ball on this? You've gotten everything else right. Why would you drop the ball on something this big?
Obvious that something has been going wrong here, and it's not really as simple as Epstein is in the right or not. I think it's very simple that it's like way more complicated than that.
But abandoning victims and coddling perpetrators is what you do best. When the FBI opened a criminal investigation into the brutal killing in Minneapolis of Renee Good, a poet and
fuck off. The bitch got what was coming to her. That's what happens when you try to run over a police officer.
Completely paramilitary.
You shut it down. At the
cool.
Like, that's what they're the eps to follow the law, who are violent towards police officers getting shot, and it's a tragedy when somebody gets shot.
Yeah, no one wants you to get shot, but you also can't just run over people. Like, that's not how. But again, this is one of the things that I'm like, I don't understand why the fuck this is. This is obviously a tool for the political machine. I mean, let's be honest here. That's exactly what this is. This is supposed to be about the Epstein files and how they fucked it up. They're just trying to use that as a political tool to try and enforce this, and it's not going to happen. Like, I don't even care about this. I don't know who the fuck are these guys.
Blatant that they don't even care about this issue at all.
They don't care about it. They don't. They're just using it.
Minutes at the leaving widow.
Yeah. Absolutely. All the way.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about Renee Good's widow. Well, maybe you shouldn't have said drive, baby, drive. Maybe you shouldn't have said that. She should go to jail, honestly. Her widow needs to go to jail.
Prosecutions like Pizza, Comey, Letitia James, Lisa Cook, and Jerome Powell, the head of the Federal Reserve Board, and members of Congress like Adam Schiff,
this has
Mark
nothing
Kelly,
to do with
Alyssa
the Epstein
Slotkin,
files.
Chrissy
There's
Houlihan,
nothing to do
Jason
with it.
Crow, Chris DeLuzio.
Nothing to do with the Epstein. Don't care.
Refused.
Don't care. I don't care, dude. Let's talk about the files.
Oh, I've got my bucket list, my laundry list of problems.
Right.
Oh, geez.
Don't care, dude.
Out and get mad at her for wasting time preemptively while you just got out and you're grandstanding about a bunch of bullshit.
Right.
Oh my God.
Changing the subject.
What a joke.
The DOJ to comply with the Epstein files
transparency.
transparency
Here we go.
Yeah, why didn't it happen?
Members of
Jesus.
Congress.
Move on.
Shut up, motherfucker.
On one of our members.
Okay, thank
Yes.
you. I don't want that to get away. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Behind me, I have 3 documents from the DOJ production that are emblematic of the massive failure of the DOJ to comply with the Epstein Files Transparency Act.
Yeah, why didn't it
To
happen?
my right is an email that was sent by the victims' lawyers to the DOJ. It was a list of names not to redact.
Okay.
Or, sorry, a list of names not to release. What did the DOJ do with this email? They released this email in the document.
Yep, there it is. There it is, boys.
Literally the worst thing you could do to the survivors.
Oh, what? You don't want these names released? Here's the names.
You did. And they're getting phone calls. A lot of these
How the fuck did that happen?
Because they dropped the ball on it, man.
want to be known. And we know you touched the document because you redacted one name and you redacted the lawyer's name.
True. So it implies that they did look
Well, they didn't do that. The guy that this guy is working with got out onto the Senate floor and released those names, so they were forced to unredact those 6 names. I think I know what names you're talking about. They were still redacted at the release of these files. They dropped the ball on this so hard that the people that have seen files are releasing names that they know are incriminating.
And it wasn't just simply oversight and ignorance.
Don't know why this looks like shit. This looks like shit.
Not to redact the what the fuck?
But you left the survivor's name there. The next document I want to show you.
Oh my God!
That was in the title. The victims, survivors' names. All right.
It says victims list, and you didn't think to redact that.
The title of this one is Child Sex Trafficking. Co-conspirators, fully redacted. And
wow.
By the way, I'm gonna unredact them.
Oh no!
Oh, they put sticky notes on them.
This is good. So you have it redacted, and they're just post-it notes, and you're gonna unredact them in front of everybody. Oh, this is perfect.
There it is.
Here we go.
Here, Les Wexner is in this.
Wow.
Now your your deputy attorney general said, "Oh, well, he appears hundreds of times in the files." But he doesn't appear in this file until I forced you to release it, where he's listed as a co-conspirator, not to tax evasion, but to child sex trafficking, not to prostitution, not to money laundering.
Yeah, it's not like it was just, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. No, oh no.
Child sex trafficking. And then finally, what we have here
is
the third exhibit that I have is emblematic of the FD302 release. These are the documents that we need that you're holding on to and over-redacting because they have the names of the men who are implicated. How do we know?
Oh, yeah, like anybody who looked at the documents and saw the entire thing blacked out, that usually means that in that document that there are locations, there are times and dates, there's something there that's going to incriminate somebody. So the best thing that they could do is block the whole damn thing out. That's what they do. That's what they did to protect these people. I want this to be as blatant as possible. At this point, they've had well over 8 years to do this the right fucking way. They had 2 administrations to do this the right fucking way. I'm not blaming Trump. I'm not blaming Biden. But one of these two, or both of them, are at fault for this. They had 8 years to fix this shit. They had 8 years to get ready for the release of these documents. Neither side got ready to release these documents. Neither side. And the side that should have done it the right way, that would have really made Trump look good, was Trump's side. I'm very disappointed in this. He completely dropped the ball on this. Completely dropped the ball on this. This would have been a great way to build public respect towards the government. But they fucking dropped the ball on it.
Because the survivors...
To protect pedophiles. Like I said, blatant.
Testimony to the FBI. And it's in there.
So they know.
And what happens when you go to the portal at the DOJ to look at what's behind this redaction?
Big black box.
Another redaction. So we can't even see them. And then there's some
of these being redacted even from Congress.
Files you've pulled down from the website
that
we will never see. Because we can't search the redactions. So I have several questions for you. Who's responsible? Are you able to track?
Thank you. Thank you. And also, wasn't part of the, if I remember correctly, part of the bill was that every redaction had to be explained.
Yeah, whenever you read the bill that was passed, there were supposed to be like side notes to every redaction. There are none. There has to be a valid reason with a victim's name. Let me emphasize that the only redactions are for victims themselves. That is it. Not the victims' locations, nothing. The victims' names. And they did not do that, which means that they're breaking the law 3 different times here. They're releasing victims' names, they are redacting information that shouldn't be redacted, and the redactions do not have specifications as to why they're redacted.
Do you remember that? Because I remember when this was getting passed, they said every redaction had to be explained for why it happened. So if basically it's either she's wrong or she's wrong, You either didn't follow the law or you didn't follow the law.
Exactly.
There's no winning answer here.
Exactly. No.
Who in your organization made this massive failure and released the victims' names? Are you able to track who it was?
Well, think about it. I think you're right. I think that it goes back so far. You realize they've only released half the documents? They've released 3.5 million documents. There's 6 million documents still unaccounted for. You're right. This is probably so spiderwebbed everywhere that even if they release these other documents and they unredact it the way they're supposed to be, like, just the Pizzagate shit sent America into shock for, like, it's going to be a while. Like, some of the shit that you read in the Pizzagate stuff is insanity. This is, like, who knows what else they're hiding? And not to mention, let's not even start talking about the documents they probably burned. There's probably shit in there that's so deep and dark that you're never going to see the light of day.
That obscured Les Wexner's name as a co-conspirator in an FBI document.
By the way, they should be able to track that. Like, if it's anything like the IRS, is inside of the computer's internal systems, any modification to government data is tracked with a government ID, and every single action that's taken, web page.
I don't know what Trump's involvement is. I can't criticize somebody if I don't know exactly what his involvement is. If his name's dropped that many times, then isn't it odd to you that there's nothing there that's incriminating? I mean, if like that, if anything, that should be even a bigger exemption because his name's dropped that many times, and there's no like actual incrimination. So it's like, I mean, and I'm not gonna say that he's a pedo because I don't want to get fucking sued. Fuck that. Like, that's defamation, guy. So, like, if he's in there and he's bad, then obviously he should be put in jail and let J.D. Vance run the country. Sure. Okay.
Accessed and anything.
J.D. Vance will probably get more done.
Tracked by a internal system.
If you think Trump is enforcing the fucking immigration policies, man, J.D. Vance is going to go scorched earth.
Detects every single thing that happens. So the answer to this is obviously yes. Yes, you 100% can do this. Massey's cooking here. It's obvious mistakes. Yes. Server nerds can find it quickly. Well, that's how they would figure.
Part of me kind of wants Trump to be incriminated in the files so that way JD does take over.
Figure it out, right? If you made a mistake.
Because, like, the issue that I have with Trump being in the files that many times is that with the files that haven't been released, you're compromised. If you've been in the file that many times, then you're compromised. Especially in something this big, you shouldn't even be in office if you're in the files at all, period. If you're in the files once, you're compromised. Someone can know what's in the files and blackmail you and compromise your seat. You don't need to be in political power if you are compromised. It's a problem.
Would look and see like, oh, why did you do this?
Do you have that kind of accountability?
Mm-hmm.
I believe Wexner's name was listed more than 4,000 times.
That's not even the answer. She's just answering a different question.
Yeah, I already told you that. This is where he's listed as a co-conspirator.
Straight up, at least until the investigation and stuff is done, if you're in the files, you need to be put on like a watch list, and you don't need to be in a place of political power because our adversaries could use that to blackmail you. You don't want that in your as a sitting member in Congress or as the president, because someone could be pulling strings behind the behind closed doors and fucking with our government, and you don't want that. You don't want compromised people in the government because they're not gonna make decisions for you and me. They're gonna make decisions on what whoever is holding the cards wants. You don't want that.
My answer.
There is no answer. No. I'd say no, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Like, you're not even answering the question.
Come on. Let me finish my answer. We corrected that within 40 minutes.
Then why was it wrong? He didn't ask. Yeah, he didn't ask how fat. Like, see, this is like
she's trying to. Oh, what the fuck is that called? Filibuster. She's trying to filibuster. She's trying to run up the time. Because each person only has 5 minutes. She's trying to filibuster. She's trying to talk about... These should be yes or no questions, but she's trying to filibuster. That's what she's. We got to get rid of that shit, bro. We got to get rid of that.
I love this because like she's getting pulled up in chat. She is. She's getting her chat logs pulled up. He asked you a question of what's 1 + 1, and you're talking about the size of Africa. You're not even answering the question. You got nothing. This has nothing to do with it.
And I want to make this very clear. I like the immigration. I like everything that Trump's done so far. I do. I didn't vote for him. I probably, maybe still wouldn't because I haven't seen any actual change down at the grocery store yet. But if prices start plummeting, housing comes back down, prescriptions actually do come back down. I see people going into that are drug addicts actually getting the help they need. Bro's gonna get my vote even if he runs for a 5th term. I'm sorry. I don't care. If you doing right by the American people, man, you're gonna get my vote every time. That's why I'm like, but the thing is, and the reason why I say that is that if they remove Trump, Vance was too young to be in the files. Well, I mean, damn. Vance wasn't in political power or anything like that, so Vance isn't implicated in the files at all. So Vance is just going to take over. And Vance's viewpoints are way better, and he's younger, so he understands the internet, which means that, you know, he's going to be able to talk to these fucking boomers in Congress about how, you know, we kind of need some form of online ID, but nothing that's too, like, invasive, I guess. But I feel like we need a young person in office. We need younger people in office that know about the internet, that know about shit that's going on in current times. Like, these boomers that just sit here and do this insider trading, we got to get rid of these people, man. We do. And a lot of these files implicate a lot of boomers.
He was already, you're acting like everybody's trying to cover up Wexner's name.
Reclaiming.
Well, somebody did, because that's how it got covered. Oh, covered up. You know what a cover up, you know what a synonym for that is? Redact. So how did that happen? Let's change the vocabulary.
Yeah, I feel like there should be an age cap for running. There needs to be. Like, I mean, if you don't want to have, like, term limits, you should have, like, an age cap at the very least.
And then pretend like it's different.
My time.
I'm going to answer this question.
Reclaiming my time.
He was,
Mr. Chairman.
This isn't how this works.
Can I have my time back? Mr. Chairman.
The gentlelady can give her answer.
Thank God, bro. Like, not putting up with any of this fucking bullshit. This is, oh my God.
Yeah, just reset the timer. Just reset the timer, man.
Bro, like, I want this all the time. We need this all the fucking
Why can't they be this aggressive when it comes to passing bills, man?
You're so condescending. Like, just answer.
No, she's trying to dodge the question. She's trying to dodge the question. She didn't look over those documents. She sent it to a team of people and did this. And then it got released the way it did. This is what happens when you don't do your job and you oversee this the way you're supposed to. Shit gets fucked up. If you want anything done right, do it yourself. You needed to oversee this. Why would you drop the ball on this? This is going to go down in history as a fucking failure under your name.
Literally just answer the question. Let her answer. No, he's not letting her answer because this is what she's trying to do.
She's trying to
filibuster.
Thank you.
She's trying to take enough of his time up by answering a question that he didn't ask, by then making it to where she doesn't have to actually answer the individual question. It's a clock game. Yeah, she's trying to play out the clock. No, the moment that somebody is not instantly answering your question, they should be stopped.
Yeah.
The time belongs to the gentleman from
Kentucky. All right, I'm reclaiming my time.
Can I give my answer?
So I'm going to put the language of the bill up on the screen.
Chairman, may I give my answer on that?
Shut the fuck up.
Here's the question.
Bro, they need to cut their mic when they're fucking still talking. Like, if one person is talking, they need to have, like, a signal repeater in that fucking bitch, so that way whenever one person has the button held down, nobody else can talk. That's what they need to implement in there. This is ridiculous. This is crazy.
I need to give my answer on that.
We'll let the attorney general respond.
It's because your answer's retarded. Your answer is bullshit. It's just a way for you to run out the clock, lady.
Not in the way you think.
And then the gentleman can move to his next question.
It's my time.
Within 40 minutes, you asked me a question. Within 40 minutes, Wexner's...
She's trying to go and excuse. So...
This name was added back.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
Red-handed. There was one redaction.
There was only one? No, there wasn't. There were so many more of them.
Bro, there are pages that are blacked out. Whole pages with no reason for them to be blacked out. What do you mean?
So pathetic.
You dropped the ball on this so fucking hard, bro.
How did you not come into here and have a better answer for it?
Yeah, no shit.
Really? It's so embarrassing. What an insufferable, stupid bitch. This is crazy.
As a co-conspirator.
And we invited you in.
Gentlemen,
This guy has Trump derangement syndrome. He needs to get...
Bro, why are you starting to sound like the people down in Minnesota? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now, bro, we got to get these people out of office. We have to. We got to. This is a joke. This is a joke, right? This is satire. This has to be satire. Are you fucking... This is really happening in our government. The people that are literally making choices on our lives every fucking day. This is our government.
He should have got rid of her after the Tesla thing. Trump should have got rid of her after the Tesla thing. Yeah. No, they should have already got rid of her. And this is the kind of thing, like, it's so fucking embarrassing. Because, like, she should be removed for sure. I tried to tell y'all this, bro. Like, yeah, I tried to tell y'all this. Like, they should have got in. They need to get in. Oh, bro, like, I'm trying to think, like, who could they even get in as Attorney General? Like, that guy, they should get in, whoever the guy said that he wanted to hang and lynch everybody in the Epstein files. I want to get him.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that idea, actually. What's the name of that senator?
I forgot who it was. His name was like Tim or something like that. Tim Burchett.
Tim Burchett?
I think maybe we go. Wow, see what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, we can make some money off of that. You know, make that shit live. You know, put that shit on, like, make that shit public. You know, do it on the White House lawn. I like that. I like that idea.
What's he up to? What's he got going on? Yeah, like something like that. I feel like that's a...
You know what's sad? I feel like the guy that's up there presenting would be a better DOJ person than Pam Bondi.
Right? Matt Gaetz? Isn't that guy, like, wasn't he involved with, like, an underage girl? Like, you know, right? It's like, it's a conflict of interest, right? You don't want to have him on the Epstein files?
You're a failed politician.
Gentlemen,
You need to get on...
A failed politician?
Mr. Chairman, please restore his time and remind the witness of
Oh my God.
There is no credible
Wait, this is all wait, this is all live? This is such a crash out.
What a shit show.
None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked.
Where are you at? Where are you at, Mr. fucking FBI director? Where the fuck are you at? You have done nothing. Bro, I don't ever see this motherfucker. What is he doing? That's probably going to be the only few words you see from this bitch, unless it's I quit or nothing. That's it. When was the last time this dude even said anything to the public?
To other individuals.
That's not what was discussed.
Your position as well?
Oh, it was paused. It was a video. I see.
My position is any victim who comes forward, of course,
well, how can they come forward if you're not going to meet with them?
Yo, they couldn't pay somebody like Asman or me to be on that motherfucker. They could not pay us enough money. They could not.
And also, by the way, I want to. So we're at 4:30. I'm going to go back just a second so I can read this. The reason why she interrupted him whenever he was going to pull up the language of the bill.
Oh, it's obvious because she doesn't want him to read the language. Duh.
In order to stop him from bringing up the fact that they obviously disregarded the law and they didn't follow the protocol. That
Department of Justice includes the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the United States Attorney's Office that relate to Jeffrey Epstein, including all investigation, prosecutions, and custodial matters. Ghislaine Maxwell flight logs on travel records include. I guarantee you those flight logs and travel records. There's not a single fucking flight log and travel record that should be redacted. 100%. Like, there's no reason for most of these. Obviously, there's no reason for most of these redactions at all.
Required them to do word for word, right? Internal DOJ communications, including emails, memos, meeting notes concerning decisions to change, not in change, and obviously this thing's in the middle. It says they need to be documented and explained.
Yeah, I mean, either way, she fucked up. And it falls on her, and this is what's important about this. If she has a team of people that did this, she's going to be the one that goes to jail because the law specifically is for her seat. That's the problem. That's the issue, is that she should have done this herself because she's going to be the one that goes to jail.
Victim who
That's why it's so imperative that she had done this the right way.
Love to hear from them. 1-800-CALL-FBI. Did you ask Merrick Garland that the last 4 years?
Merrick Garland isn't here.
I'm so sick of this from every administration. Every administration blames the prior administration. What are you doing right now to fix this? What are you doing right now to fix this problem? What are you doing? Not what Merrick Garland's doing, not what Biden's doing, not what prior Donald Trump's doing, not what Obama's doing. What are you doing right fucking now to solve this problem? What are you doing? What are we doing?
Did you talk about Epstein?
I am reclaiming.
Merrick Garland wasn't out there saying the Epstein files were on his desk. Like, he's not there. Like, it has nothing to do with him.
I'm glad you're asking about Merrick Garland.
You don't get a reclaim
because
time
this
when
is
you don't-
bigger than water.
Oh my God.
Okay.
When I don't answer a question
this
the way
goes
you want.
over.
Well, it doesn't matter what the boss wants. The issue is that this law is built to put the person that is in her seat in jail. And best believe that if I can't do what I need to, and I'm in a seat like that, and it's going to lead to me going to jail, my ass is going to disregard whatever the fucking boss says, and I'm going to do what the law says, and if they don't like that, I'd quit. Straight up. Because I'm not going to jail for something like that. Fuck that. I'd be like, here's my resignation, motherfucker. Peace. Fuck that. She dropped the ball on this.
You don't have to go back to Biden. Let's go back to Obama. Let's go back to George Bush.
Right? Yo, like, when does it fucking end? When does it end? It's the same thing with this fucking stolen land thing. Well, the Native Americans, there was someone here before them. Like, how far back you willing to go? Like, come on, dude. This argument is so fucking stupid. It's brain dead, brain rot bullshit. Come on.
Spans decades, and you are responsible for this portion of it.
Thank you.
I want to know, at what point did the FBI and the DOJ decide that Lex Wessner was not a co-conspirator?
I'm actively crashing out.
I hope he really drills down on this. Because, like, this is the way that you can crush people. Is that what they do is they make abstractions and distractions, and if you can stay focused on one individual
they're gonna
issue,
break, yeah.
You will eventually break them.
I hate to say this, but it's even worse because she's a woman. Straight up. If you can stay focused and you keep drilling the same question, it is way easier to break a lady than it is a man. It just is. They're emotionally they're easy to emotionally manipulate. That's the reason why you see a lot of protesters that are women down in Minneapolis. They're easier to have that. A lot of them have suicidal empathy that is easy to manipulate. And it's fucked. It really is. It's awful.
That's what you have to do.
Because our Epstein files tried that Lex Wessner was not a co-conspirator. Because our Epstein Files Transparency Act requires you, please put it back on the screen.
You see her saying,
you see, every time that they take that fucking shit down, they need to give him like an extra couple seconds. Because he has to sit there and say it.
See, that's exactly what she was trying to do. See?
Mm-hmm.
To release the internal decision about whether to prosecute him or not, and it's not in the files, and it's not...
And then that's another thing that our government's going to have to answer for once this is released. Why were there no convictions? You've got reports of one of the Bushes cutting the legs off of a baby and opening its stomach up and eating the shit out of the intestines, how the fuck does that not lead to a conviction? Or at least a trial? Hell, I'll take a trial, bro. Wait, what the fuck? That's some pretty condemning shit.
These other men.
Time of the gentleman has expired.
May she answer?
And he's a hypocrite because he voted against the ban that we were talking about on deep fake AI porn. Only.
What does that have to do with it? Whenever somebody gets a deep fake of porn made of them, it's weird, disgusting, and it's a massive invasion of privacy. But fundamentally, a victim is not really created in the same way that a person is created a victim whenever they're a victim of sexual assault or rape.
I'd like to add to that. You're also trying to compare files that implicate people from all over the world who have probably killed some of these people and covered it up. And the same, you're trying to lump this into the same category as deepfake porn? Are we fucking kidding right now? Are you kidding? She has to be kidding, right? There's no way.
Like, now you're trying to morally grandstand as if creating AI porn of somebody is the equivalent of actually raping them. Or the Epstein files. It's just, what are we doing here?
She's dodging so hard, bro. It's so obvious.
No, it's not. It's obvious.
She needs to go.
2 people voted against it, and you were one of them, hypocrite.
Honestly,
here's what I want to see. If in 4 years nothing else comes to this, or in three years, and the next time someone gets elected, I want them to prosecute and put Pam Bondi in jail if this doesn't get solved the way it's supposed to. I do. I want the next administration, whether it be Republican or Democrat, don't care. They need to throw the book at this lady. So that way, whenever she's standing in front of a court of her peers, she can try to, spew that same bullshit while she's sitting in jail.
Donald's got to get rid of this bitch. He does. Like, one of the best things he could do is just say, like, listen, like...
Yeah, because this doesn't look good for the Trump administration. It doesn't look good for the Republicans at all. This looks bad. This is just bad, dude.
We did what we needed to do. You know, we thought that she'd be able to do it, and it turns out she's not. We got to get rid of her. That's it. She mad as fuck? Yeah, she is. She's mad as fuck. She looking like a moron.
The gentleman's time has expired.
Hold on. 30 minutes.
Today. As for UC.
Oh, all right. This is an example. I'm submitting these 302. Chairman, I was wondering.
The gentlelady's allowed, the Attorney General's allowed to respond the way she wants to respond to any member's questions, Republican, Democrat.
All right, I have unanimous consent request.
Gentleman's recognized for a UC.
Oh, all right. This is an example. I'm submitting these 302 forms that are entirely redacted, even when you go to look at them.
Without objection.
I'm submitting.
Well, here's the question, right? If Thomas Massey didn't say that he was going to release the names himself, do you think that that person's name, that Wexler guy, do you think that his name would be unredacted right now? No. And everybody knows the answer to that. Everybody knows this.
A witness statement that implicates Les Wexner.
Without objection.
I'm submitting an article from the New York Times. The DOJ released nude photos and identifiable pictures of the victims. I'm submitting a letter from A.G. Bondi to Kash Patel, imploring him to quit keeping the files when you found out that they were keeping files from you, because they're still redacting files.
Chairman, are we going to recess for votes?
Yes, we are.
I'm submitting for unanimous consent a document of 17 individuals who've resigned because of the Epstein files.
Without objection.
Yeah, like, could you imagine having to sit through and read some of the stuff that was on the Epstein files? They resigned because of it. They quit. They quit because the shit that was in the Epstein files was so bad that they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it, bro. They quit.
Be resigning too is fucking ridiculous because they're trying to weaponize your position in order to push an agenda. The only way Trump can really redeem himself is if he asks for a special counsel and prosecutor to deal with this. Otherwise, he's just covering up for the system. I think that what he needs to do is he needs to get, number one, he needs to get rid of her. Like, she is a problem, and if you take, like, remove the Epstein files from the equation, she fucked up.
Yeah.
Cash Patel fucked up. They need to get replaced.
Yeah, that's his name, Cash Patel.
Like, you can't have people
They
like,
need to get rid of these two. That's what I was saying earlier, is like, they need to get rid of Cash Patel and Pam Bondi. They need to. They have to. This looks so bad on the administration. They need to get rid of those two. Trump needs to get 2 more people in there that are going to do the fucking job the right way. They need to release the other half of these fucking files that they still haven't released, and they need to do the redactions the correct way. Hell, what they could do is redact everything in the second half, publish it, and then as time goes on, slowly but surely unredact it. But they gotta publish these files, man.
Here's the thing, is that actions have to have consequences.
Exactly.
You don't see fucking Marco Rubio fucking up all the time. You don't see, not really at least, right? You don't see Scott Bessent fucking up all the time. Absolutely not. It's them. They're fucking up constantly. Every single thing that they're supposed to do, they do it wrong. What is this?
If you'd be at any other job and you'd fuck up this often, you'd be in jail. You would. You'd be in jail.
It's Bongino, yeah, well, he's gone.
Like if you're a UPS driver and you running people off the road and you fucking hitting parked cars and shit, you'd probably be in jail. You'd be jobless or in jail. Because at what point does it become gross negligence? Like, seriously, you released an email that had people's names on it that were victims that they asked you specifically not to release, and you just put the fucking email up. Unredacted. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Trump tells him what to do. Cash is worse. I think in some cases he is. Oh, and this is the other one here, too. I believe that you just lied under oath. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Ooh, this is the big
Roshi
one.
crashed out. This is the letter, by the way. So this is the letter that was sent. Let me pull it up and look at it. Before he came into the office, requested full and complete files regarded to Jeffrey Epstein in response to the request for about 200 pages of documents. This is so embarrassing. Like, and it makes, like, I don't know how Trump doesn't realize that this makes him look like a retard. Like, how do you not realize this? And it's like, and here's the other thing is that it makes it harder to support the policies that Trump is pushing that are good policies.
Exactly.
Like, for example, like, you know, like, for example, like ICE, right? ICE mass deportations.
Yeah.
It's harder to support Trump as a president.
It doesn't look good whenever the one guy that has all your ideologies that you want is trying to, what it seems like, trying to cover this up. It just doesn't look good. It looks really bad. It looks condemning. And the thing is that the opposing side is going to be like, oh, well, you clearly are like this one guy, you know, like, let's say that it does come out that Trump is a fucking pedo, right? And it actually says stuff that he did, and it comes, you know, he ends up in jail. Well, you can't have those ideals because this guy had those ideals, and it's like, bro, you get why it's bad?
Whenever he's letting these things happen, it looks bad. It looks really bad, and there's no reason to do it. Because he's retarded, bro? Well, the issue is that there are some things he's retarded about, other things that he's not. And it looks bad. It makes it harder to defend somebody. I don't understand how anybody could disagree with this.
Well, that's why I think that what should happen is everyone that's implicated on the Epstein files should be removed of their power until this investigation is done. Let J.D. Vance run office, and you would literally solve 95% of your problems right there. Let J.D. Vance pick the new attorney, the new Pam Bondi, and the FBI deputy director or whatever. Have him pick the 2 new ones. Get those 2 the fuck out. Get Trump out. Get all the people that were implicated in the Epstein files that are in our current administration the fuck out. Let JD Vance fill those positions and then move forward from there. That's how you solve this. So that way you know for a fact that whatever's going to be coming out from that point forward, you don't have pedos defending pedos. That's how you solve this. That's the only way you're going to get anything honest out of this. 100%.
Harder to defend somebody's actions whenever it seems like they're trying to run a gauntlet to defend a weird child sex trafficking ring. It looks really bad. Looks awful. I don't know what to say. So you want to support him, but the people around him are retarded? I generally support things that he does, but this I don't support at all. Does that make sense? So, like, for example...
Yeah, it's the one fucking thing. It's the one thing he's dropping the ball on. It's the one thing Pam Bondi should have done right. Because what you ran on, it's one of the reasons why you got voted in other than your mass deportations. You dropped the ball hard on this. And it's never gonna come back as... Well, we did all the extra things that you wanted. It's never going to be as good as if you had just done it right the first time. If you had done it right the first time, you did it when you said you were going to do it and you weren't going to try and drag this out, it would have looked 100% better. You would have gained trust back into some parts of the government. You would have. But you dropped the ball on it. You're still tiptoeing around it. You're still hiding these motherfuckers. Release these files, dude. Enough is enough. Enough games.
Iran, getting the Venezuelan leader, Maduro, going and, using ICE, closing down the border, shutting down, different people coming into the country.
There's 3 things he forgot. He helped out with healthcare, medical. He helped lower the price of prescription drugs. Other countries are now mad at us because their prices are going up. Because Trump made it to where we get the same prices that every other country does, which means we're not getting ripped off anymore. He also he made an account thing for children, so that way if you have a child, it's like a Trump account. What you do is you can put he gives you $1,000 in an account that acts like a trust fund that gains money over time that child can use to go to college. And if you have a 6-year-old or so, you can still get, I think it's like $500 into that account, so that way when they get older and it's time for them to go to college, they can take money out of that account. He also did drug abuse systems. He gave more funding to drug abuse to help people that need to get off of it. He said he's gonna treat it more like a disease and less like a criminal activity. Like, he's done a lot of shit. This is the one thing.
Like, all of those things I totally support and I think are great. So it's not about whether I'm supporting the person or not, but whenever the person and the messenger of this message is such a flawed individual, it's like what I just said about Matt.
Another thing, he also made it to where big corporations can't buy housing in America anymore. That's a huge thing. Like, he's done a lot. This is the one fucking thing.
Gates. It's going to be very hard to have somebody who is the leader of the judicial system in the country who had to settle a fucking problem that he had with an underage girl. It looks really, really fucking bad. Like, I don't see how this isn't obvious to everybody. You trade all of that for this? It's not about a trade. It's about it being annoying. Like, not everything is a zero-sum game. I think that you can have both. Jesus.
I have a UC.
Ms. Crockett from Texas is recognized for UC.
Thank you so much. Donald Trump's approval rating implodes on his strongest issue. This is from Newsweek today. It says 40% of people approve of Trump's handling of immigration and border security, while 60% disapprove.
Without objection,
that is a
admitted.
net drop.
Now I recognize the gentleman
20.
from California, Mr. Liu.
Jesus, man, what a joke. She's still trying to talk over everybody.
Absolutely fucking based. Just shut the fuck up. Yep, had nothing to do with it.
Thank you, Attorney General Bondi, for being here today. I'm going to show you two photos.
Thank you.
I'm going to show you two photos of former Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew attended various parties with Jeffrey Epstein.
This is what got him stripped of his power, right here. This is what done him in.
Good.
Under the law Congress passed,
not good at all.
You're allowed to redact photos to protect the victims of Epstein's sex trafficking operation. You redacted the photos of this victim's face because you were following the congressional law. Is that correct?
That's a pretty long pause.
I'm sorry that we redacted.
This is what gives it away right here. This is the reason why I say there's no way she looked through these documents. You would think that if your ass is on the line that you would at least look through the documents and make sure the shit's right. Because it's not going to be the people that did it that are going to go to jail. It's going to be Pam Bondi.
I'm sorry that we redacted. Redacted the victim's
Because you were
face.
following the congressional law, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Her face says everything, bro. Her face says everything that I needed, that you need to see with this person.
You have now established that please put the photos back up, that we are looking at a sex trafficking victim. Under the federal
That's right.
Victims Trafficking Protection Act, not only is Jeffrey Epstein guilty, but anyone who patronizes Epstein's sex operation is also guilty of a crime.
He's saying that because you did not prosecute this man, this is Prince something? He's a prince that actually stepped down in Britain. Because you did not try to prosecute him, you fucked up big.
That's why I find it absolutely despicable that you sought to protect Epstein's clients, like former Prince Andrew.
Andrew, thank you.
Last July, you closed the case.
Yeah, Andrew, thank you guys, thank you.
The July 2025 memo from your Department of Justice stated, quote, "We did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties."
That looks pretty impredicating to me, I mean.
These two photos, please put the photos back up. These two
These kids so angry. Just leave the fucking photos up there, man.
Photos staring you in the face are evidence of a crime and more than enough evidence to predicate an investigation against.
So, like, what he's saying is that based on her face being redacted, that makes her a victim, which makes her a minor in the involvement of this picture. And because Prince Andrew is leaning over a minor / victim, why did you not prosecute this man? Why did you not bring him to court under an investigation? Nothing was done.
Former Prince Andrew. So I ask you, Attorney General Pam Bondi, why did you shut down this investigation last July, and why have you not prosecuted former Prince Andrew?
Exactly.
I don't believe you asked Merrick Garland.
Oh, fuck off!
Generational crash out. Complete and absolute generational crash out. Holy fuck.
This is my life and I accept it.
Really? Like, I mean, this is like, what is this? Like third grade? Oh my god, this is actually bad.
Well, I feel like a third grader would come up there with better fucking answers to these questions. Well, why didn't you prosecute this obvious person that was leaning over a victim? Oh, but you know, in the 1960s, whenever, come on, bro.
That's why I was saving this, right? I wanted to make sure that, you know, I covered everything else until before we got to this one.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Why are they even doing this? They need to just throw her ass in jail. It's past the time. It is past time for these files to be released. They've only released half of these files. The redactions don't have reasons for the redactions. Throw this bitch in jail. Why are we even having this? Just put her in jail. This should be the fucking, like, what are we doing here? She's breaking the law. It's obvious she doesn't care about where she's at. She didn't even read through the files. She released victims' names that were in an email from a lawyer that said, please redact these names. And she just leaked, she just released the fucking email. Put her in jail, bro. What are we doing? This is stupid.
Questions when he was.
She either needs to get her ass put in jail, or she needs to be removed, or she needs to step down. This is embarrassing.
I agree with you.
You twice.
I've been claiming my time. I agree with you. I agree with you. During the Biden administration, I called for people looking at Epstein files. Merrick Garland dropped the ball, as did Attorney General Bill.
Fucking base. Thank God.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's insane that, like, I mean, yeah, okay, finally, yes. Duh.
That's impressive. Okay.
As did Alex Acosta, a whole string of failures, but you are in charge. You have the power to change.
Exactly. What are you doing right now to change this? You have the power. You have the responsibility. You have the fucking law backing you. Don't you want to see these motherfuckers get locked up? What are you doing? Like, why are we dealing with this? They should crack down so fucking hard on this, it's not even funny.
Change things to hold these men accountable, and you're doing
exactly.
The opposite. You're protecting them. So I want to move on to another man.
Can I answer
Donald
that,
Trump.
though?
I want to move on to another
Can I answer your question
What
about
question?
Why? They're not here for you to ask questions. You fucked up. They're here to ask you questions. You should shut the fuck up whenever your representatives are asking you questions.
You're saying no. I love this.
I want to discuss.
Was she gonna cry?
The man Donald
She
Trump,
might as well. I mean, her answers make me want to cry. Shit.
who is all over the Epstein files, like former Prince. Here's a video.
No copyright music.
I mean, I'm actually annoyed that he didn't let her answer that question about Prince Andrew. Like, I want to know why.
I promise you that it's just going to be, why didn't you ask Merrick Garland? I guarantee you. Or it's going to be, well, I didn't know.
Why they didn't go after him.
It's sad that she can't even sound professional because she didn't review any of the documents beforehand. She walked into this completely clueless. And it's insulting to every American. Like, at least with J.D. Vance, whenever he went down to talk to Tim Walz in Minneapolis, whenever he got out onto that podium, he absolutely annihilated that crowd. Every question he got asked, he gave an answer. He did. I was so proud of Vance, I was like, holy shit, couch fuckers on a roll. Hot damn, that's what I like to see. I love Seaman Drinker, he's doing a great job. We need that motherfucker in office. He's doing everything he needs to do. And he put Tim Walz's ass in line, and guess what? The shit got fixed in Minneapolis. This lady is so clueless as to what's going on around her. What do you do? What do you do when you go home? You don't look through anything? You don't get on social media and look at all the Epstein stuff? What the fuck do you do? What are you doing in office? You clearly have no idea what's going on around you. Read the room. Everyone is furious at you. You have victims seated behind you of the names you released. We need more people like Vance in office, not necessarily his political beliefs, but we need more people that aren't clueless about the fucking world around them, because their fucking views are what change America. I'm tired of getting these clueless fucking boomers into office and them not know what the fuck they're doing, or these fucking dumbass people like fucking Pam Bondi that have no idea what the hell they're doing.
I do want to know why.
This is a joke, man.
Yeah.
This is the reason why nobody takes America serious. This is the reason why, right here.
Like former Prince Andrew, Donald Trump attended various parties with Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know, were there any underage girls at that party or at any party that Trump attended with Jeffrey Epstein?
This is such an easy answer. You can just say the answer is yes, there were underage girls. Some of them were, you know, kids of like, you know, the people that were adults there. This is literally the easiest answer that you can give.
She's not going to answer that because she's so pissed off from being worked over by 3 different people that she's not even thinking straight anymore. That's the problem. Because she walked up into this thinking that she was going to have everything covered, and they keep cutting her off because all she's trying to do is filibuster. She wasn't expecting that.
He gave you the easiest out for this. Like, there was already evidence of it, and you could use the example of the Michael Jackson photo.
She's so cooked, man. She's so cooked.
She's stupid. Yeah, she's a fucking idiot.
She's fucking stupid.
I don't get this.
I don't understand it. Bro, how are you supposed to run your seat and you don't even know what is in these files? You don't even know what to say. You're embarrassing your entire administration. You're a fucking disgrace.
This is so ridiculous.
Oh, fuck! Oh.
And that they are trying to deflect from all the great things Donald Trump has done. There is no evidence.
This is so embarrassing. This is disgusting. This is just mind-blowingly stupid. I just can't. I'm getting a fucking head. I'm gonna need to take a Tylenol, bro.
This has been
I'm getting a headache.
Question that was asked.
There isn't enough Tylenol in the world to deal with this amount of embarrassment. This has to be on purpose, right?
You're not
Clearly
answering the question. I wonder if she knows this makes Trump look worse.
Oh, yeah.
Am I the only person that, like, whenever I hear this, like, in my opinion, whenever I hear somebody doesn't answer a question directly, it's because they're trying to lie to you. It makes them look so much worse.
Transparent presidency. He's the one that asked that those files.
I'm reclaiming my time. I got your answer. You said there's no evidence.
Trump asked
Chairman, please stop the clock. Stop the clock.
The legislation. This is
Time belongs to the gentleman from California.
Okay. I'm going to put up another document from a witness who called the FBI's National Threat Operations Center because I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just.
You know that this is a privileged white woman whenever you have facts being thrown at her and she's never had them thrown at her blatant. I get that a lot with a lot of people, but I've noticed that anyone in my life that I've ever told a cold hard fact to that was like either a partner or something, bro, let me tell you something, Pam Bondi. When you're in something like this where you're answering to your peers, you don't get to just tell them like you do with your husband or whoever you have at home that you can't claim that you are something, or they can't claim that you're something. Whenever you're in court and you're being charged, you're going to be squealing a whole different way. You're going to be saying, please not me.
Lied under oath. And this is all on videotape. You said there's no evidence of a crime. I'm showing you.
Yeah, that looks like evidence to a crime to me. I mean,
here is a witness statement who called into the FBI's Threat Operations Center.
And she could lead with, well, that's not credible. The person we found was just not credible, and the eyewitness was just not credible. They weren't credible. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
In a limo. He overheard what Donald Trump said to Jeffrey on his cell phone. He was so angry, he was going to stop a limo and hurt Donald Trump.
Well, like, yes, there is evidence. Yes, there is evidence. But if she wanted to make a quick excuse, she could use the excuse, it's not credible. The unfortunate fact is that she's so out of the loop and so misinformed, or not informed. She's not even misinformed. Hell, I think that if she was misinformed, it would be better. Honestly, at least she would know something. She is answering these questions as if she knows nothing about these files. I love that this lady went on national television and said, these files are on my desk and we're going to get them sent out. She had binders of them. And she knows nothing about what's in these folders. Nothing. She knows not a single piece of paper that has been released within the past couple months. Being misinformed would have been better than this.
And he met a girl who said she was raped by Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. She later had her head blown off, and officers at the scene said that could not have been suicide. No one at the Department of Justice interviewed this witness. You need...
What?
Wait, what?
Witness. No one at the Department of Justice interviewed this witness. You need...
Well, hold on. Because if this happened, when did this happen? Like 2008? Didn't this happen in like, if the witness is still alive, like, could they find the witness? Because this is the document that's saying that this is whenever Epstein found out that Trump ratted him out, and Epstein pulled over to the side of the road, and I'm trying to give context, pulled over on the side of the road and said he was so mad that he could, like, you know, kill Trump or whatever, right? And the witness was the driver, I believe, or maybe it was somebody out on the sidewalk. Is he talking about the current administration going and trying to talk to the witness? I don't understand where they're going with that.
What? Why not? I'm sorry, this is retarded. This is a witness statement from 2007 and was investigated obviously at the time.
Yeah, that was my question. Is like, because these documents are old, man. Like, you can't go, like, you're asking somebody in current stance to go and re-talk to some eyewitness that isn't the witness dead now?
I do think that, okay, so you're right that this guy is engaging in a degree, like, he has a political goal to implicate Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And that political goal is the prime operating function that he is working under. It's not about figuring out whether she's, you know, like, telling the truth or not. Like, I think that these are two bad actors, but I do think that she is a worse actor than he is.
Yeah. Absolutely.
She definitely is.
No, yeah, I want to make this very clear. This entire, other than the guy that started this, the guy that was at the very beginning that brought up the Epstein, like, things on his background, right? And brought up the actual law, he's a good actor. He's probably one of the only ones there that is legitimate. He wants the victims to see, he wants them to see justice. The rest of these people, for the most part, they're using this as a political tool to overthrow Donald Trump. That's the whole reason why they're bringing up the Minneapolis Alex Preddy and Renee Good. Like, the minute they did that, it kind of showed how little they actually care about the victims and how much more they care about their political gain. And I hate to say that, but that's the truth. And the sad fact is that these people probably genuinely don't care about the victims. They just want to see Donald go under. But the thing is what they don't realize is that if they take down Donald, JD's going to take over, and JD's going to be worse than Donald. So, like, either way, they're going to lose this. But they've been trying to throw Trump in jail for so long, I don't know if they can do anything else.
Interview this witness.
And I'm fine with that. If Trump is implicated in the files, and he did some nasty, wrong shit, I think we should bring back public execution. If there were ever a time in history that America should bring back public execution, front row center at the White House lawn, baby, let's go.
Mm-hmm. Epstein should rot in hell, so should the men who patronized his operation.
The fact that they didn't interview this guy is crazy. Like, I mean, wouldn't you want to interview the guy?
If he's alive and Like, you have these files. Why the fuck wouldn't you just open these files up and start interviewing people? I feel like their sorry-ass excuse is going to be the statute of limitations. We need to get rid of that shit. We need to get that law the fuck out of here, bro. We got to get this shit out of here. We got to put these rich motherfuckers that think they're going to get away with this in jail or give them the death penalty. Straight up.
Figure out whether it's true or not? I mean, duh. Of course.
And as we sit here today, there are over 1,000 sex trafficking victims, and you have not held a single man accountable. Shame on you.
Because, like, I mean,
yeah, not a single person.
I mean, if you were acting in good faith, what would your answer be? You would say, well, we investigated him, we looked at it, we talked to him, and we found that it wasn't really credible, and there wasn't enough evidence.
See, that's what I said. That's what I said, but I mean, if you can find the person, that's another issue that I kind of see with this, because it was in 2008 or 2007. Like, the likelihood you're going to be able to find that person, I mean, you have control of the FBI. You should be able to find them with Kash Patel, but, I mean, shit. If you can get these people to get off their ass and do anything.
Say that, well, that's a good idea. Let's go after that and figure out who it is. Let's say that, well, this isn't it, and we think this is the reason why it didn't happen. Or you would say it already happened, and this is what the result of it was. You would instantly have an answer for this if you were behaving in good faith.
Yeah. Well, no, anybody that knows about the Epstein files and is in a place where they can make change and get these victims justice, and they don't do it. I'm saying this about anybody who passed through those files. That means Biden, that means Trump, that means Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, anyone who is the DOJ or the fucking FBI director prior to that. If you don't want to open those files and bring these victims justice, you're a piece of shit and you're part of the problem. And you don't need to be in a place of political power. You need to be debanked and thrown in jail.
This is the important thing to always keep in mind. A person that is telling the truth doesn't need to play these games.
Exactly.
They will just simply tell you yes or no. It's one of the things I said earlier. Marco Rubio, when people ask him a question, he almost always answers the question directly.
That's what Vance did. That's what Vance did whenever he went up and gave his press conference in Minneapolis. Stay informed. Stop getting hired at a place and then sitting behind a fucking desk for hours on end. Like, what are you doing?
People do not answer the question directly. It makes me so fucking annoyed.
Yeah, like the minute you pull up anybody at one of these and they don't give you a direct answer, you should just throw their ass in jail. Debank them, take away their position, give it to somebody else that's in the same, like, if it's Democrat, give it to another Democrat that was like the secondary runner-up to that, or give it to if it's a Republican, then it's a Republican seat, then give that shit to the next runner-up for that state or whatever. There's enough of these games, man. People's lives are now being affected by everything these fuckers do, and they are ruining the country. They're ruining the country. It's a shithole now. It used to be the best country in the fucking world.
And you have not held a single man accountable. Shame on you. If you had any decency, you would resign right after this hearing.
I agree. She should resign. She should quit. She needs to quit. She needs to go to jail, or Trump needs to fire her. She needs to go.
Should have resigned 6 months ago.
May I respond?
No.
Yeah, I don't know how you respond. No one can.
I did not ask a question, Ms. Head. You're allowed to. I did not ask a question.
Crime in California. He does not.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, but these other people and what they did and everyone else that doesn't involve me. Oh, dude.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. This is crazy. She's like an idiot child? Yeah.
No, you're making children look bad, bro. This is just a joke. And what's sad is that she's not even like a good thinker. She could think, you could logic your way out of most of these questions, but like, she's so fucking stupid that I
did not ask a
crime
question.
In his state.
He didn't even ask a question. What are you answering?
I did not ask a question.
Committee will be in order. The gentleman has yielded back his time. I think our next witness.
So I remember whenever I used to play RBGs, this is really sexist. Whenever I used to play RBGs, our RBG leader would have us always target the healers that were girls first because he knew that they would break under the pressure and they would make mistakes. We very rarely lost team fights. We did.
Did you win?
Was very interesting.
I bet he won a bunch.
Yeah, I don't know, right? I don't know how it happened, but like, you know, it's just like this made me think of that. Why? Yeah.
Consent?
Yes, please.
All right, the gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Chair, I have a few unanimous consent requests. I would like to submit into the record this New York Times article titled "Alex Pretty's Friends and Family Denounce Sickening Lies About His Life." I also would like to submit...
This has nothing... Like, it's actually so embarrassing that trying to use this as like a platform to push for this bullshit.
I
What
agree.
the fuck does this have to do with any of it?
What does this have to do with the children that were sexy? Dude.
It's really like, here we go again. Yeah, it's like the
amount of dishonesty here is just sickening.
Holding on to these illegals so hard means that it's even more important than you would even imagine to get rid of them.
Well, they're trying to keep these illegals so bad that they're willing to bring it up whenever they're just supposed to be talking about Epstein. It's kind of sad, honestly. You guys are really trying to hold on to those illegals, huh?
They have not fought this hard for anything.
Oh, yeah, because they're going to start losing seats. I mean, Minnesota already lost one.
I've seen Democrats fight this hard for anything. Like, they roached out on trans people instantly. They roached out on gay people instantly. Muslims instantly. Like, women instantly. But not the illegal aliens.
It's the one thing they have left, I guess. It's kind of sad because, like, I've always said that I'm way too poor to vote Republican. My mom used to say that shit too. She's like, I'd never vote Republican. I'm too poor for that. But it's sad to see that they care more about the illegals instead of the American people at this point.
And for that, roached out on healthcare instantly. What, slavery? Yeah. They haven't roached out on trans?
Thank you. The chair now recognizes the gentlelady from North Carolina.
Thank you, Mr.
It's so sad to see the hypocrisy and irony. You realize that even Obama utilized ICE? Like, and it's just kind of, you could tell the shift. There's a good chance that it's mostly for votes. I mean, let's be honest here. It's most likely for votes. It's just sad. It's sad, dude.
Chairman.
Is that they used to care about the poor people, and now they just care about illegals so they can keep their seats. Because they know that the bullshit that they're running on now, nobody wants to vote for.
Attorney General Bondi, I think you and pretty much everybody else here and throughout the country believes that convicted sex offenders don't deserve special treatment or privileges in prison. And
this is a stupid emotional argument by her.
Yeah, the fact that Ghislaine Maxwell ended up in a lower security prison that's kind of like the rich prison is absolutely appalling and disgusting. That bitch needs to be in Alcatraz getting her teeth ripped out for all the information she knows about Epstein. They don't need to be giving this bitch deals or freedom. They need to be ripping fucking pieces of her body off so that way she starts singing like a choir bird. That's what they need to do with this lady. The fact that they're even trying to throw ball with this bitch is crazy.
This is a stupid argument.
Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirator, received perk after perk in prison. In July, she had a 2-day interview with your deputy and President Trump's former defense attorney, Todd Blanche. Yeah. Just days after that, Maxwell was transferred from a federal correctional...
That's sketch as fuck, by the way.
...institution in Florida to a minimum security camp in Texas, which she, as a sex offender, would normally be ineligible for.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
At this new facility, as the ranking member talked about, and by the way, it's nicknamed Club Fed. We've heard reports that she's been afforded special privileges, puppy time, private workouts, personal mail, secretarial services. Attorney General Bondi, does a convicted sex offender like Ghislaine Maxwell deserve special treatment and privileges in prison? Yes or no?
Fuck no.
The correct answer to this is absolutely, if they can help you catch other people that are also sex offenders that are more dangerous.
I have a counter argument to Asman. No. Send her somewhere where we can torture the information out of her. That's what I say. You don't get special treatment for all the wrong you've done in the world. You get a different kind of special treatment.
Dangerous than they are, and there's a net positive, you would absolutely give that person preferential treatment. It's a simple trolley problem that any reasonable person that actually cares about the morality of
he's talking about if she were to talk that every conviction would lead to time off her sentence. I don't believe in that. When you do this amount of wrong in the world, you deserve to have that brought back to you. It's time to stand and look at the person in the mirror.
Would instantaneously make, but because people are so wrapped up in the optics of their statements rather than the actions and the outcomes of their statements, it's probably going to be difficult for her to answer this question in a truthful way. Because actually it's so easy. It's such an easy answer, but it's not an emotionally charged answer. She won't say that though? Yeah, because they're fucking retarded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me be crystal clear on this. No. And
Thank you.
Let me keep going. No, let me keep going.
Perfect. Well,
I did not know she was being transferred.
How do you not know it was all... Dude. Okay. Sure. For whatever reason, a tennis racket broke your television. For whatever reason, your phone fell in the toilet and it no longer works. For whatever reason, you live in a neighborhood that doesn't deliver newspapers. For whatever reason, you never leave the basement. You never go out and get some fresh air and you have no idea what's going on right now. What did you do once you found out? Nothing. You did not have her transferred back. Did not have her taken out and put back where she belongs. You did nothing. You let it, not only did you let it happen, you did nothing to reverse this.
She was not transferred to a lower
Mr. Chairman,
level.
please stop the clock and remind the witness of the rules. One rule she needs to understand here.
She was transferred to a lower level, and they even ignored the Bureau of Prisons' recommendation not to do it.
Yep.
They overstepped the bureau that was supposed to be overseeing the transference of different...
and the reason why you don't want somebody like this in a lower level prison that has access to the outside world at all is because she's getting private mail. She could be... Oh my God! It's like a fungus. Fuck. She could be killed. She can be killed. She could be assassinated. Like someone could kill her. Someone could put some dust in her envelope on her mail, and it could spread and kill her. A cyanide. They could put cyanide in the envelope, and they could end up killing her. That's why you don't want somebody that is she is implicating people all over the world. She was the wingman for Jeffrey. She is the files. And you put her in a lower security prison, that's a huge problem.
Listeners. I mean, it's not even true.
Agreeing. So when we're agreeing, we can move on to some other things. But I want you to know that every time she does get these perks, and it's been publicly reported, that the folks she's abused, the survivors who are sitting here.
Oh, anthrax. You're right. It isn't cyanide, it's anthrax. You're absolutely fucking right. Thank you.
John, no, somebody says like, oh yeah, and I'll expand a little bit on what I think about this. Because they said, I agree, but what has she done to catch other people who are worse? This is what I would do. So if I was the government, after she did that bullshit with like saying that she's going to plead the fifth about everything.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. She got into a better prison. And she pled the fifth with everything that they asked her and was like, amnesty on a stick. Nah, bitch.
After you made I have no problem making an effort in good faith, right? Like, I have no problem at all with that. It's completely okay. But here's where I do have a problem with, is whenever you go and, basically you make this effort in good faith, you extend an olive branch, and then the other people refuse to take it. So what you should do is the moment that she pleaded the fifth, I would put her ass into solitary confinement like the most brutal, oppressive, cruel thing that you possibly could do, I would do it to her that day.
Yeah, I mean, you could always put somebody in solitary confinement and blast music into the cell. They do that overseas. No, like, they need to reopen Alcatraz. They need to bring her over there, and they need to set up a wonderful little obstacle course of torture just for her. Just for her. You don't want to talk? It's time to start losing some teeth. You don't want to talk? It's time to start losing some fingernails. No, the fact that you're trying to play ball with this sick piece of shit, it infuriates me. She wants freedom for all the nasty shit she did with Epstein? No, bitch. They gave her the olive branch. She shit on it and sent it back.
That's what should have happened. You take away the perks. Exactly. Because I have no problem playing ball with somebody that wants to play ball.
Exactly.
But the moment that you want to throw the ball in the garbage, well, now you're going with it. That's what I think. That's how you should handle it.
They see themselves as being denied justice. They feel re-traumatized. And I'm glad that we agree on that.
Feeling re-traumatized is not a reason that you should make a decision like that. That's a stupid emotional argument. This woman's a retard.
She should not be in that prison.
Should not.
She needs to be moved back to a maximum security prison as soon as possible. But what she has told another committee here is that she won't cooperate with them unless she gets clemency from Donald Trump. It's just crazy to consider that she can be wielding this kind of influence within the administration.
True.
But that begs the question.
You know why? You know why she's wielding this kind of influence? It's because we've got a country ran by a bunch of limp dick boomers that forgot that the nation was built on torture. It was built on getting information from enemies however means necessary. And you can't tell me they don't do it. I guarantee you there are FBI agents that do it all the time to figure out where terrorists are running in bombs into the country. I promise you. They should do the same thing to her.
Especially when she did, again, whenever she didn't actually say anything in her recent, like they're questioning.
That
her.
was the whole reason why Alcatraz was there to begin with. They would send over terrorists to Alcatraz so that way they weren't in the U.S. They were in national waters and they can torture these people, I believe. I believe it's in national waters. I think it's part of Cuba, is it not? I think it's a territory of Cuba, isn't it? Did they torture terrorists at Alcatraz? Yeah. Oh, notorious event criminals, prisoners, denied allegations of torture. Of course they're going to deny allegations, but I mean... Where is Alcatraz located?
That's crazy. You don't even need to release her. You can make her life hell in prison. She'll be begging for a nicer environment. Absolutely. Like, it's embarrassing that these people have no, they're not willing to do anything. Like, don't you want to make things better? I don't know why they don't.
Who ordered her to be transferred to the minimum security prison that she was ineligible for? Who signed off on the special privilege?
Somebody did.
Was it Mr. Blanche? Was it one of your other subordinates? So please, can you tell us who sent her there, since you don't agree she should be there?
I said I do not agree.
So it's managed as federal land.
Receive special treatment. She was transferred, I learned after the fact, to the same level facility, and that is a question for the Bureau of Prisons.
Well, did she have a dog in the other facility? I mean, because I saw her in the other facility. Place was a shithole.
I was not involved.
Is it Guantanamo? It's Guantanamo. You're fucking right. I was in the wrong location. It's Gitmo.
I don't know why, but
Guantanamo
instead of talking
Bay.
about...
You don't know why? Why not? Like, are you kidding me? How do you not know that?
You're right. You're right. Holy shit. Thank you so much. You're absolutely right.
Of one of the
send her ass to Guantanamo Bay and torture her.
Cases
that's what you not Pam Bondi, but that fucking Glissane bitch.
Completely different prison, and you don't know why it happened?
Well, she doesn't know anything that's in the Epstein files. Is that not apparent by now? She hasn't looked over the Epstein files at all.
Are you incompetent or are you lying? Which one is worse? Honestly, being incompetent is worse because at least a liar, you can assume that there's at least a grand design, even if it's a bad one. I don't even know which one it is.
I genuinely think it's incompetency. I think she has no idea what she's doing. And that's fair, but whenever you're risking going to jail, either step out of the position or do it the right fucking way. Use the resources you have.
Both?
Ghislaine Maxwell,
Jesus.
hopefully will die in prison. Hopefully will die in prison. I have a
why are you even thinking about that?
Irina Zarutska.
I have a couple of
died
other
on a
questions.
Zarina, oh my God. This is that woman that was like crunched up in like the, on the subway station where that retard like stabbed the shit out of her, right?
Oh,
like,
okay.
What the fuck does this have to do with it at all?
Why are we bringing up stuff like that? This is filibustering right here. Oh, but this other person. No. We asked you a question. You answer the question.
Reason why the Zarina case isn't relevant is because there's no other perpetrators. There's nothing else involved.
It was
with
an open and shut case. They had it all on camera. The guy's in jail now.
It's an open and shut case. Wow, this guy's an animal. Put him in jail. Problem solved. It's over. Like, this is the most pathetic defense that I've ever seen.
It's pretty bad.
A 12-year-old could figure this out.
I don't.
They could do a better job than this. This is, you know what I think is very funny? This is what it looks like whenever right-wing people apply the same type of hide-the-ball mentality that liberals play and leftists play whenever you're trying to talk about illegal immigration or something else, is that whenever they get pinned down on an issue, they bring up a completely unrelated, stupid comparison that's totally different than the original conversation in order to hopefully distract as like a smokescreen to like not have to face any account.
It's because that each person who's asking questions, this lady right here only has 5 minutes. Her timer is ticking down the minute she starts talking, and Pam Bondi's trying to run that time up. He's right when he's talking about a smokescreen, but at the same time, she is filibustering. Like, she is. We need to get rid of the filibuster so that way anytime someone in sitting Congress asks you a question, you have to answer it. Instead of saying, oh, but this other time with this other person that happened 4 years ago. No, dude. What are you doing right now? What have you done since you've taken office a year ago? Like,
accountability for what they're saying. It's so obviously pathetic. I can't believe that anybody's believing this. Except that, yeah, they're worse at it. And also, like, a lot of the Republicans don't go along with this. Maxwell wants out. Why hasn't she given names? Well, the thing is that...
Well, even if she gives names, they're not going to let her out. And they shouldn't. They tried to play ball with her, and she didn't want to. And that's just all there is to it.
It's political grandstanding. I mean, this is really bad, though. I mean, this is really, really bad. Crime is greater than Epstein. Her job is more than Epstein. Yeah. And how's she doing on the rest of it? How many of the Minnesota people were arrested? How long did it take to take care of that?
Oh, the Tesla bombings. Don't forget about the Tesla bombings. How long did that no one was arrested for the Tesla bombings other than the people that got caught, like, actively doing it. But there were bombs that they did at centers that nobody caught. You can't tell me the FBI can't pull up that footage and find them.
How many of the Tesla bombers got arrested? How many of the people that are advocating for killing people on Reddit got arrested?
Exactly.
How many people that are, you know, like, I mean, how much longer do we have to go? Is Don Lemon in jail? How long did that take? Get the fuck
out. Don Lemon didn't take that long to be put in jail. In all fairness, it took him like a couple days. They were pretty quick with that one.
Out of here.
Right, and
you don't talk about that.
I have been talking about
Though he's being charged, he hasn't been convicted. So there's not even a guarantee he's going to go to jail.
actually
prison.
helping with these issues. But we're going to move back to you.
I bet we are.
Yes, of course, because you're here to testify. That's what the whole point of this endeavor
She
is.
sounds like a grandmother talking to a child, which is really sad. It's really sad.
You're here to testify. That's what the whole point of this endeavor is. So, of course, we're moving back to you. It is all about you. So,
she's acting like a high school girl.
as we've heard, she took the fifth in response to every single question in that committee hearing. And her lawyer dangled the offer of clemency. Should Donald Trump pardon or commute her sentence?
Fuck no. Not under any circumstance. Period.
Instantaneously, without a second of hesitation, if what she can say will lead to the convictions of 5 noteworthy and powerful people. Absolutely.
You don't need her to say that. If these fucks would quit dropping the ball in the Epstein files, you don't need her. That's the thing. This could easily be solved if they had taken office and started trying to prosecute people that were in these files and actually unredact and release these files and show an effort. They would have gained Americans' trust so fast. They would have. There would have been like a revitalization of the trust in the government. There would have been. But they dropped the fucking ball so hard on this. It's.
Yeah, I would make that trade. It's the morally correct decision. This is such an easy answer. Duh. Of course. But only after it leads to convictions. Not immediately. Not preemptively. Like, clemency should be a term of condition upon the success of her making the implications. Disagree? That's what I would do. That's what I would do every single time. Why only 5? Wait, you want to say 10? I'd be 10. 10's fine. Yeah, 10. Okay, sure. It's a matter of degree. Release a psychopath pedo into the world like this? I wouldn't let them have full
Hey, let me tell you something. If Trump is actually in, because there's still 3 million documents they haven't released. There's still 3 million. They have only released half the documents. If Trump is implicated in there and there's some nasty shit in there, put his ass in jail. Let Vance run it. I do. I think I'd personally rather Vance run the country. I do. I feel like Vance would be more aggressive. And we need that. We need these people to stop limp dicking around and start being more aggressive. We need them to fix this fucking country. Seriously.
Like that again. I just have them in like a area where they're effectively, you know, like they can live a normal life, but, you know, at the same time they're separated from the rest of the public. Absolutely. Sure.
I don't even want to hear his argument for letting her out. That's not even a thing for me.
You said you hope she dies there, so I'm hoping the answer is no.
I already...
Yes or no? There, so I'm hoping the answer is no.
I already answered that question.
Good. I'm very glad. I really like this bipartisan agreement.
Well, when did we have you? But you don't want to talk about Irina Zarutska. You don't want to talk about...
Talk about
murdered
her all
by
the
a
time,
violent crime
but I am not here to testify before.
We're not here for that. We're not here for that. We're not here to do that. My.
Be it. Why the fuck do you not have that? Like,
you are. I want you to know. Job today. That's what you're getting.
They want to pick a bad AG.
So I want you to know that your own DOJ employee, he's recently been demoted and had some other problems, advises on pardons. Do you think he will be advising Mr. Trump
if he does, then kick his ass out.
On any kind of clemency or pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell?
Okay, I don't like this question particularly because you're asking her what this other human being that has his own thoughts and feelings is going to say. This is stupid. You can't answer a question, especially in a court, and something like this, for somebody else. That's weird.
I'm not going to speculate, and you couldn't even identify properly. That's why you don't want to talk about Irina Zarutska.
She's acting, people say, what is she doing?
Yeah.
She is acting like a patronizing, nasty, high school sorority
Bitch.
mean girl.
Yeah,
That's
she's
what
acting
she's
like a bitch.
doing.
Yeah.
This is just typical fucking like it's textbook behavior.
Yeah. It's deflection is
She's
what it
acting
is.
like a nasty bitch.
There it is.
She's still hot? Yeah, exactly. How do you think this? How the fuck do you think that she gets away with it? Do you want to hear? Do you want to know?
Absolutely
It's embarrassing.
have been, and her family, by the way,
how it is.
appreciates all of the condolences, all of the help, everything
Jesus
that our law
Christ.
enforcement in North Carolina has been doing.
Lady will come for you, end quote. I want to show you just a brief video. It's about 30 seconds, and I'll ask you a couple questions about it.
Oh my god.
These police officers on January 6th, his name is Jared Wise.
He does work for us.
He works for you at the
Yes,
Department of
he does.
Justice.
He does.
This is an individual who must
Oh,
related to
yeah, no. Some of those
Someone on
guys
video.
didn't need to be locked up for as long as they did, and some of them needed to be locked up for way longer. That's my view on it. Some of those guys did some bad shit at Jan 6th. The fact that he just blanket fucking gave those people like freedom is just crazy to me.
It was
that was stupid.
So
percent of the
law enforcement what
Yes.
year to
Your time.
I'm not asking a question, Madam Attorney General. The administration under which it was created was Gerald Ford. When you first started as the Attorney General of the United States, there were 35 people working in that office. There are now 2 people working in that office because you have gutted it. How many people work for the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team in the criminal division today?
It doesn't matter how many people work for that fucking thing. You know why? Because the people that are above them don't know what the fuck it is. That's the reason why. How is it that you had them in there for 4 years and they didn't change a single fucking law for all these motherfuckers that make these cryptocurrencies and then rug pull? They obviously ain't doing shit. Of course they got gutted. None of them know what the fuck they're doing. Why are you hemorrhaging money into an organization that won't even bring to legislation laws? They're wasting everyone's fucking time and money. That's why they gutted the motherfucker. How you got Hawk Tuah girl over there ripping off people with millions of dollars? Like, come on.
But you don't
How
want
many
the answer.
people?
worse than I thought. It was even as bad as you. It was so good. It was better than you could ever imagine. Area and there's like 7 bosses and it's like, oh my. Then there's
Funny about
Chairman,
this.
you know what the answer is? And I
I-
think I understand
funny
why the
about
Attorney
this?
General does not want to answer the question. Because you eliminated the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team last year. So I understand why you don't
Why
want
would you get rid of that whenever cryptocurrency is bigger than ever and the president's even involved with it and he pardons somebody who was like, this is the.
tell the American people
Yeah,
who works
like-
there?
Yeah, I
no one
understand
works
why
there
you don't want to
anymore.
talk about
Madam
Mohammed
Attorney-
Salah.
Like, I can get getting rid of those people, but why didn't you put them back into position? And why didn't you get people that knew what they were doing? That, like, what the fuck is going on with our government?
Gentleman in
So,
your district
In any event,
who
I would just-
murdered people.
Mr. Chairman, will you stop the clock so his time is not wasted by the witness?
I think that there is one element of this to give her a credit. I think that it is true that Democrats have no problem excusing bad behavior from their side, but they want to hold Republicans to a different standard. Like a good example of this is John Jones or whatever the fuck his name was, and I think it was in Virginia, where he was making all of these statements about how he wanted to kill, this political opponent of his
Middleton?
and his family.
Caleb Middleton? Where the hell is Caleb Middleton? When 2 people are talking back and forth. One time also, by the way, everything I said. What's going on, Caleb? Alex, you committed something, bro. It doesn't really look like Alex is doing, like, Alex, where you at? Oh, it's not Alex, dude, I'm fucking retarded. Caleb Caleb Middleton 760. Jesus Christ. How the fuck did I get Alex, dude? What the fuck? And read my comments. I did nothing wrong to... I mean... It seems like you're okay. He was probably just bringing you to my attention to, like, make sure that what you were saying is okay. I think that's why he was doing it. And you're also, like, kind of bringing him up, too. Puddin is the moderator, so you might want to show a little respect to Puddin. Just be careful. That's the moderator. I think you can tell based on his badge, but just be mindful. You gotta show a little bit of respect to the moderator. He's the only one here, and he's fucking overwhelmed like crazy. So show him a little love, you know what I'm saying? He's working hard. He's trying his best. Okay. Let's keep rolling, but, like, try not to, like, call anybody any names and stuff like that, and, you know, just... Well, it's because you've been... I mean, I like the energy, I do. It's just, like, he's just making sure... He's just making sure that you're not trying to be, you know... there's a lot of people that just get down to the comments and say stupid shit, like, they just call me a dumbass and stuff, so it's like... He's just trying to make sure that you're not, like, being weird. But no, dude, the energy's good. The energy's good.
And, like, yeah, no, it's absolutely true that they don't hold each other to a high standard. But in my opinion...
You are popping up a lot. I'm kind of surprised you haven't become #1 chatter yet.
You need to hold both of them to a high standard. And, like...
It's all right, man. Don't get offended. Nobody's attacking you. You're fine. You're fine. You good, man. Just relax. We all chilling here. Like I said, as long as you're not attacking anybody or doing anything like that, you're good. Just chill. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
You've got to go after them, and you've got to go after people like Pam Bondi. You've got to go after all of them. Because at the end of the day, neither of these people, like both of these people, are playing for their own team, and both of these teams, you're not on it.
Oh, yeah, no. Bondi absolutely... She didn't just fail with the Epstein files. She failed in this, too. This was a complete and total failure from Bondi. She needs to go. She needs to get up out of here.
Very generous with allowing extra time when we have these.
So that's what I think.
Disputes.
I understand. Because what is
no, they're not.
What's profound? The questions I've asked.
The crime in your district.
Asked, Mr. They're actually basic questions about how the Department of Justice functions. Good for incidents. It's because she eliminated the team. Why? Because her boss, the President of the United States, is making money hand over fist, $1.4 billion over the course of the last year through cryptocurrency.
I think that is very bad. I'm not even going to lie. The fact that Donald Trump got into office, made his own crypto, and his wife made her own crypto, and then they eliminated the crypto team, that shit don't look good. Hell, he should be kicked out based on that alone. He should be debanked because of that. That is condemning. That is a form of insider trading. It's just that we don't have a term for it yet. Insider cryptoing.
I think what is happening at the Department of Justice
that is bad.
A disgrace, Mr. Chairman. And I would urge you
to
gain control of this hearing. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.
Yeah. I would ask the gentleman, does he agree with the standing up of the Deputy Attorney General for dealing with fraud? That's something that's happened in this administration. First time. You talked about Penn. That happened with this Justice Department.
Trying to cover up each other's scams.
Yeah,
it's really amazing.
That's really what's going on here. You realize that here's what I want you to absorb from this. You have the Democrats covering up for illegal immigrant child molesting rapists that are in the country legally. You have the Republicans covering for a mass child, like, importer and exporter rapist killer. They're each covering up for their own scandals. They're covering each other's ass for their own bullshit. Not only are these illegals being bussed into the country, they're being given welfare and told that if you vote for specific people, you can continue to get welfare. Why else do you think Tim Walz immediately stepped out whenever Nick Shirley came forward with all that information? It's because he knew the gig was up. It's over. And then they got rid of so many illegals. They lost an entire congressional seat. That's insane. Or not electoral seat. That's crazy. That's so many people. And I feel like if you're going based on the census, you need to have an ID. If you go to someone's house and you're a census taker and you have people that are in the house that answer the door and you talk to them and you want to take the census, you should get their ID. Straight up. You don't even have to write down any of the information. You just have to like a process to like validate an ID based on like as if you were to buy alcohol. You have to like look at someone's ID. If you work at like, I don't know, like for example, Walmart, you have to look at their ID and make sure that they are who they say they are, that it's their ID, that the date of birth is correct. You know, like that kind of stuff.
This is it's beyond insufferable. It really is, isn't it? But
prosecution memo from the Southern District of New York and a draft indictment from Florida against Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirators.
Yeah, no, we need voter ID for sure.
I cannot understand, nor are permitted by the bill, they were still redacted, even for members of Congress. So, Ms. Bondi, will you commit right here to immediately providing those two documents in unredacted form to members of Congress? Not a complicated question.
Well, I guess it is.
It's a yes or no question. It is a yes or no question. Anything else that is not yes or no looks bad.
For you, because you have a law degree and those are privileged.
Okay. They're not privileged, but we will discuss that.
Isn't the law of Congress overruled that anyway? Like, I'm pretty... Dude, I told you, bro. Like,
what the fuck does him having a law degree? What does that have to do with anything? Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. What is this
fucking
crap, bro?
What's keeping the actual victims from running around and outing the people that abuse them? They're probably afraid. But I agree. I do think that some of those people need to come out and say what's happening. Like,
honestly, I said that at the beginning. Whenever they were having trouble releasing these documents, I said at the beginning, what's going to happen is these victims are going to have to come forward and they're going to have to say the names of the people that hurt them. They're going to have to.
I don't know what the other outcome could be, but I just don't feel comfortable like putting a lot of pressure on victims like that to be like, no, it's actually your responsibility.
I'm not saying they have to do it. I'm saying that what's going to end up happening, and it's unfortunate, is they're going to have to do it themselves because the people in power don't want to enforce the law.
To do what the government won't do. Like, I think it's a little bit unfair.
Later. I also found an email that I have right here from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell that was unredacted. And it included notes of statements that Donald Trump made about his prior relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, there is no reason for this to be hidden from the American people. There is no privilege, there is no attorney-client privilege, and I see you're checking with your staff, and I can assure you, staff, this is not under attorney-client privilege because it was sent from Jeffrey Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell. Will you commit to publicly providing the unredacted version of this so that the American people can understand the extent of Donald Trump's lies about his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein?
They should release this.
Yeah, they should.
Like, they should.
Why is this redacted at all? I wonder why. Maybe because the sitting president does have some nasty shit in his closet, and if that's the case, he needs to be pulled out. He needs his nasty shit to be pulled out of the closet, and he needs to go to jail.
People deserve to know this, for better or for worse.
Exactly.
You're about as good of a lawyer
Bro,
today
watch it's an email of him talking about pizza and jerky.
as you were when you tried to impeach President Trump in 2016. Have you apologized?
What does that
And if you don't know what that means, I'm not going to repeat it. So if you see an emphasis of pizza, jerky, or hot dogs in the Epstein files, it's usually CP. So
to do with that? Honestly, next time they should just go to your local sorority, get the drunkest, bitchiest 19-year-old, and just have her fill in for Pam Bondi next time. Nobody will be able to tell the difference. Just get a blonde, so people are like, oh yeah, sure. It's the same thing.
For that in 2019.
So will you unredact this? Will you
were
unredact
lead
this?
counsel on that. Privileged.
I'm asking you, will you unredact this?
Privileged.
Privileged, of course.
It's bro, how have they not locked this bitch up yet? Seriously. What the fuck?
What privilege for what?
We look forward to discussing this more. Now, these are obviously improper redactions.
Why would you even, like, why would you want to give these people the privilege to sit up here and crucify you? Because that's what they're doing. This is a slaughter, bro. Why would you want to do this?
And let me stop for a minute.
I'm talking.
If they're not privileged,
quiet.
Don't yell at me. If they're not
Mr. Chairman, would you stop the clock? This is on your time. It's not on Mr.
If
Goldman.
they're not privileged,
What a crash out. This is embarrassing.
Your
we review
improper
them and they're not-
redaction.
you'll like
These are the people running the country.
my answer.
To
If we
continue
review
to
them and they're not
protect
privileged,
Time belongs to
we
the
will
member.
be happy to release them.
We'll
after
stop the
review.
clock. We'll stop the clock. Time belongs to the member. Go ahead.
Even though you used improper redactions to protect Donald Trump and other predators associated with Jeffrey Epstein, you did the exact opposite thing with the survivors and victims of this scheme.
Total fuck up.
So their identification information was really the only...
Yeah, that's the crazy part. Out of everything, there were so many victims' names that were released that shouldn't have been released. And so many fucking people that were going to definitely be criminally charged if their faces get released that were not released. It's crazy. It's almost as if they wanted the victims to be known so they get some kind of scrutiny or hatred. But they didn't want any of the rich and powerful to be known.
Thing required to be redacted, and it was not. And it's clear this was not a mistake. This was not by accident.
It's obvious it was on purpose.
Not because you only had 30 days when you really used 75, and that doesn't even include all the hours last March that you were redacting it. But I'll tell you why it's clear it wasn't a mistake. There is an email entitled Epstein Victim List. There are 32 names. One is redacted. 31 are not. So someone looked at it and decided to redact something. And I will tell you that that is clearly intentional.
And I bet inside of the government system, there is a tool that they can reverse and look at who made the redaction on 31 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, because everything's linked to an ID. Everything's linked to like a government issued ID. So,
and you got to go and ask that person, why did they do it wrong?
To intimidate these survivors and victims. Now, in an interview last week...
How will you tell me that's intentional?
In an interview last week, Deputy...
So you just fucked it up on accident? You just accidentally erased all the victims' name on accident?
That's kind of hard to do considering it says victims' names.
Oh, that's so much better. Okay, great. Well, now I don't need to worry.
Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche
You can't go off script.
said that any victim that wants to speak with the department has done so, hopefully. Well, thanks to the incredibly brave people sitting here behind you, we can actually ask them if that's true. Now, would the survivors and victims who are here please stand up one more time? Just by show of hands, how many of you or your loved ones actually have met with the Department of Justice and provided testimony and estimate and evidence?
Let me guess, nobody's raising their hand? Okay.
That is very bad. Because, like, the thing is that the victims do have lawyers. They are actively seeking, like, people go to jail. And the fact that the United States government hasn't even talked to any of these people to start that process is disgraceful. It's disgusting.
Of those of you who have not met, which is everyone, how many of you have reached out either individually or through a lawyer or representative to offer to provide testimony and evidence? All of them.
So anybody acting in good faith, what they would do if Pam Bondi was acting in good faith right now is she would just say, you know what, turn around, I'm sorry, I'm going to meet with you guys right after this.
Yeah, honestly. That's honestly what she should have done. She should have done that. She should have stood up, turned around, and said, I'm going to meet with you after so I can collect y'all's information. And the fact that you even have to sit there and say what it is you should be doing to be in the best interest of the victims is sad. It shows a complete and total I just don't give a fuck attitude towards everything and everyone. And it's so fucking nasty. And it's a cancer to our government.
That's what anybody, like if she was acting in good faith, that's what she would do. So anything that's not that is not good faith. You see, like, anybody knows this if you've ever bought and sold things illegally. You have to operate on a higher standard of trust. If somebody doesn't want to do the other people,
You were denied or ignored by the Department of Justice.
Yes.
All of them. And intimidate all of them. Well, Ms. Bondi, it looks like you have some more witnesses
Gentlemen, this
to
time has
talk
expired.
to, and I yield back.
We will go to the good gentleman from North Carolina, Congressman Knott. Thank
May
you.
I have a moment, Congressman?
No.
Yes, ma'am.
No. No.
Thank you.
No.
Here we go. Here's the photograph. This is why he wanted to repeat everything that had been said previously on Epstein.
why aren't you explaining why you didn't meet with the victims? Just explain that. That's what matters.
Man, the deflection and the coping here is hard, bro.
Like, just explain, like, who's
Come
this
on.
retard?
Like, this is just stupid. This actually just stupid, man. We'll probably watch the rest of this tomorrow. We are running out of time fast. What is this?
25 are injured.
Oh yeah. Okay. We're gonna watch a little bit of this one. We'll probably finish this one up tomorrow once we get to a good stopping point. We're not gonna be able to watch this whole thing today, obviously, but we're gonna start watching it today, and hopefully we'll cover a majority of it. I need to use the bathroom. Be right back. Sorry about that. We back now. Okay. Grab a water too. So apparently there was a mass shooting in Canada. And this is kind of important because the child was trans, but they were allowed to get a hold of drugs, guns. Unfortunately, they didn't really get the mental health they needed. And not only did she go somewhere, or I'm not sure if it was a man or a woman. I'm not really 100% sure yet. I don't know if it's like which side they transitioned from, but this kind of shows the malice that whenever you have a child and you have a mom that wants their child to be the opposing gender or be able to use those kudo points, I guess, oh, look at my child, I did this for my child. And they go to a medical professional and they immediately tell you, oh, well, it's because you're trans. This is where the country was heading, honestly. But they ended up killing their mom and their sibling, and then went and shot up a place and then killed 10 other people and injured 25 others.
After a mass school shooting in Tumbler Ridge, Canada. Police have identified the shooter, but will not release details at this time for, quote, privacy reasons. So since then, they have actually released details about who this person is. It's apparently some sort of trans person. Obviously, people are going off and, if one trans person does something wrong, that means all trans people do something wrong. We all know this, right?
He's being sarcastic. He's being sarcastic. That's how it's gonna be seen. And that's what's really fucked up about this, is that instead of letting these kids turn 18 and then genetically altering them if that's what they want, or not genetically, but castrating them, they're pushing it in to these kids. And this is the outcome whenever you seek mental help, or you have a mental illness and you seek help and they tell you it's because you're trans. This is the outcome of that.
One of them fucks up, they all fuck up. So this was, basically all of the trans people went on this school shooting. So basically, 10 people got killed. And this is in Canada, too. It's not even in America. It's in Canada. And this is...
You're very welcome, Monique.
The gunman has been identified as a trans biological male, Jesse Strang. And this apparently does seem to be the case. It is true. And this is...
you have to keep in mind that when Asmund says something, it's usually out of sarcasm. He doesn't actually mean that. He does not actually mean that it's all trans people. Please don't get that impression.
Of this person, suspected shooter in the Deadler Tumbler Ridge secondary school shot. Secondary school, isn't that 13 to 11 to 14, right? Because I don't know how it is in Canada, right? But I know that in secondary school here, that's middle school, isn't it? Yeah, I think, right? Or is it high school? I have no idea. Oh, it's high school, so it's 14 to 18. Okay.
Okay.
And so yeah, wow. And so there's at least 10 dead.
What makes this so deadly is that this is what mental illness looks like. And to boot everything off, to top it all off, she had I would assume Jesse Strang has been identified as I'm going to say they, because I don't know what the fuck they are, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know if there's a transition from man to woman or woman to man. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that it's a woman. That he transitioned from a man to a woman, but I don't know. But to top everything off, this person had access to the internet, and they were using the internet to ask people if it's normal to want to see people get killed and gored up and stuff like that. And that's what they would do when they would get high on drugs that allegedly the parent knew about, which is disgusting. That the parent knew that all of this was going on and they allowed it. It's sick. This is sick. It is.
And this is the person 17 years old, went on this shooting rampage. 17-year-old transsexual Jesse Strang has been identified as the Tumbler Ridge secondary school shooter. Holy fucking shit. And there have been, I do think this is also crazy that it's a Redditor that has posted videos of being violent, and on top of that, they also have posted videos of them shooting things. So this is basically every stereotype. And I've tried to tell people, I've tried to say over and over and over, we have to get on top of these people. These weirdos that are advocating for violence.
It's the weirdos that are advocating for violence, and these parents that are advocating to have their child's wiener or vajayjay, all that stuff done to them. We got to be on top of these people, man. Just because, not only do kids suffer from mental illness, there are adults out there that suffer from mental illness, And sometimes you just can't give some things to parents. You just can't. There's a reason why if you're a doctor and you're a parent, you usually take that child to another doctor because you're not always going to make something in the right mindset. You're just not.
That are talking about shooting people on the internet, everything like that. We've got to get on top of them, man. And if you don't get on top of them, they're going to go out on these shooting rampages. But here's what I think the
it's
problem
another
is.
person that talked about doing it online, and then they got gassed up by a community.
I think that a lot of people on the internet are afraid to call this out whenever a trans person is doing it because they're afraid of assigning a mental illness to a trans person because they think that there's a lot of transphobia that comes as a result of a person being
I kind of the way I said it too it sounded bad. Not all trans people are mentally ill. I mean, some people have that opinion, sure, whatever, I don't care. I don't think that's the case. You can be mentally ill and then go to a doctor as a child and them try to push this agenda on you, and you end up making a decision that will ruin your life. The issue isn't the child. The issue is the adults around the child that try to push this agenda. That's why it's so fucking dangerous to try to push this stuff onto children. It's so dangerous.
Into mental illness as being trans. So basically, they're overcorrecting and they are intentionally misunderstanding the situation and misappropriating the situation because they're afraid of their language or what they're saying to be weaponized by people that they they politically disagree with, right? It's basically like political correctness, right? So they don't want to say that. They don't want to say that this is a trans person that like is mentally ill or there's something wrong with them because they're trying to like overcorrect from the people that say that all trans people are mentally ill and all trans people have something wrong with them, right? And so the problem is that you are not addressing and looking at things based off of what they are. You're looking at them based off of what you want them to be or what somebody else says they are.
And
or what you're
that's a huge problem with American politics right now. Like, a lot of people are scared to say anything in the communities or even at their family meetings. Like, how many of you know personally that if you said something that goes against people at your like a family greeting, that you would immediately be alienated or looked at differently? There's a lot of that. Like, a lot of people are scared to say their political views in a country where like freedom reigns. It's sad, and it doesn't help whenever you don't go after these people that are actively advocating to kill people online. Like, you can express your First Amendment without threatening people. You can walk up to a cop. We live in a country. I want you to let this sink in. We live in a country where you can give a cop the bird and walk away and nothing can happen to you. Straight up. That's the country we live in. But the minute you walk up to that cop, and you say, I'm gonna fucking kill you, that's not a fucking thing you can do. That's a threat. You're actively saying you're going to harm somebody. You can't do that. That is not protected under the First Amendment. You can say, fuck you all day, but you can't threaten somebody. And that's what a lot of these people don't seem to understand whenever they try to use your amendments against you, is that that's not what it says.
Trying to recalibrate the world into. But at the end of the day, you are misunderstanding the situation on purpose. That's it. Most of them mental illness. I don't listen. I have no problem with trans people. I've said this 1,000 times. But I do think that obviously, like, you know, it's if one of them is crazy, then they're crazy. It does nothing to do with them being trans. It's to do with them being crazy. So I don't think there's really a lot of complication here. Every person who supported them being trans is underage should be jailed. Well, I mean, this is a huge issue, right? I mean, it's a massive issue whenever you have people. And there's also, I think that there's a false consensus on the internet, even between trans people, that trans people who are very underage, and by very underage, I mean...
He's now talking about how other trans people that are adults don't want to speak out for them trying to push this trans stuff on kids. And the reason for that is because you already have the stipulation of your friends and family because you're turning trans, right? And they want to support you, and everyone seems to have the same script that they always use. Everyone that's involved with this always has the same script. And if you go against that script that involves these minors, you get alienated from that community to boot. Like, there's no winning for some of these people that just want to transition quietly and live their lives the way they've transitioned. These people that are doing this for like online and threatening trans people and like advocating for these kids to be trans and like literally castrated, they are ruining it for the real trans community of adults that want to transition quietly and don't want to be brought up all across media. They are going to get those rights taken away, and it's sad to see. It's sad to see.
I mean, people that are like under, like I'd say 15 or so, under 13, especially under 12 or before puberty, like 100%, right? A lot of trans people, I think, also object to the idea of transing children. But the reason why I think a lot of them aren't outspoken about it is because if they are, then they're getting hit from both sides, right? So you're still going to get all the people that think that you're, you're still a man, you're still a woman, you can't be this other gender, you're disgusting. And so you're still going to have all the people that hate you. And then you're also now going to have your only community that was on your side now also hate you because you've gone against the groupthink, right?
You've gone against the grain.
That's why I think a lot of trans people aren't speaking out against like underage transitioning and things like that. It's because of the peer pressure from it. Now, I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying that I think this is an existing, existing pressure.
It is. It absolutely is.
Yeah, shit illegal. Well, the problem, I agree with you, but I mean, this is also like hot. So like, I don't think that there's real are minimal for chest growth, and I'm 6 feet tall. Why can't I be petite and small? I hate to tell you this, buddy, but women are sometimes 6 feet tall too. Like, that's what happens. Yeah, that's the way it is. Like, you can't listen. You don't have a care. I mean, like, I'm not. My wrists are matters. Okay, so confirmed as shooter. He identified as transgender. Recent photo on the left, aged 14, 2021, pre-transition on the right. Oh, man.
So it was a female to male?
So this is likely his Reddit account.
Male to female.
Check out my oldest son, Jesse Strang YouTube channel. He posts about hunting, self-reliance, and guns, and stuff he likes to do. And this is them. This is a video. Man. The crazy thing is that, like, he's wearing a shirt, and it's something like, it's some shirt about, like, a massacre of all these wars. And it's like, bro, like, if you're, well, how do you wear a hoodie and then now you become part of the problem? Like, how do you do this? Like, now you're the problem. Like, what is this? I don't get it. He looks like an idiot. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. Of course he's a fucking idiot. Like, I mean, anybody that does this shit is out of their fucking mind. It's 100% him. I don't know if that's really it. Let me go back and I want to open this up off screen for an obvious reason. And let's see here, search through Reddit data. Okay, all of this should be okay. All right, yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so this is, and all of this is unconfirmed, by the way. I want to make sure this is very clear. This is all unconfirmed at this current point. So don't go and listen to what I'm saying or talking about here and be like, oh my God, this is for sure it. But right now, somebody has a identifier, and it is confirmed. Yeah, but I don't know if this website is accurate. I don't know if this website is attributing things properly, and that's really it. And if you look at this person's username, right, the user has deleted their account. So this person, for some reason, I don't know how they deleted their account, what caused this to happen. So I'll read you some of the titles that they've had here, okay? So, could someone theoretically get the effects of a substance off of the addict's urine? I think the answer to that's yes, by the way. I think it's yes. And so there's one of them, right? Reddit did. And what is this weird red screen that pops up on mine and friends' iPhones whenever they're idols? Northwest Psychedelic scammed me. So, wait a minute. So this is a person that's doing drugs, too?
You have to keep in mind, this person is around guns. They obviously have some form of mental illness. I mean, that's the reason why this person killed their own mother and sibling and then went and shot up a place and killed 10 people and injured 25 others. They're doing drugs. They've got guns. Like, You really think that somebody like this needs to be around guns? Like, and the parent, like, if you are doing an interview with the parent that's constantly insisting that a child is a certain type of way, you need to have that child taken away. You do. That every level of government failed this child. That's the issue here, is that every form of medical treatment, every form of mental illness treatment this person went to failed them for an ideology, like, you know, points, for ideology points. So, and just so we're clear, I have no sympathy for the mother. The mother got what was coming to her.
This is an underage.
You fuck around with people's emotions. You fuck around with people's mental illness. You fuck around with kids. I don't have any sympathy for you.
Person who is also doing drugs, and the parents are giving this person a gun?
Exactly.
Oh, bro.
And they're making posts online about this. They're posting online about this. So that means they also have access to the internet on top of everything.
I mean, what are we doing? What the hell is going on? Yeah, I mean, this is really bad. I mean, really, I mean, there should be a degree of accountability for this. Who the fuck does this? The parents are dead now? I don't know if they are or not. I have no idea what happened.
The child shot and killed her own family.
To hash another Astrax, make a stink. And so what's the danger on doing some sort of, I guess, DMT? This is another drug. And sertraline, this is SSRI. Man. Jesus, I have a complete mental oh my God. Holy shit. Like, bro,
like some of these medications you shouldn't be drinking with. You damn sure shouldn't be taking, like, drugs with some of these medications. SSRIs, they typically end up fucking up your brain. So, for example, if you take an SSRI for anxiety and you have a lot of anxiety whenever you need to get up in the morning to get dressed and go to work on time, right? This will turn that off. So you tell yourself, well, there's not really a point in me getting up and going to work. It completely gets rid of all emotional attachment to that. And that's the problem with these medications.
This kid is... Oh, man. Oh, my God. Is this TOS? What about this is TOS? Like, I mean, it's just literally what happened. I mean, like, what the fuck? So, antidepressant known for causing depression? So, like, I actually had anxiety, and my doctor prescribed me sertraline. And I took it a couple of times, and I was like, oh, this didn't do anything. I took it, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's a waste of my fucking time. And so I didn't even deal with it. Stronger? I don't want to take something that's going to fuck up my head, right? And it takes 2 weeks. I'll take your word for it. And I'm not trying to take anything like that. It takes weeks to have an effect. Good. And it's a good thing I never did that. So it messed my brother up bad. Yeah, I mean, he gave it to me for anxiety. I didn't want to take that shit. But yeah, I had no idea it was an SSRI. I just fucking, took it. That was it. And so I went crazy and burnt my house down the second time trying shrooms, but I have a desire to try alternatives. I just got out of the psych ward months ago, and now I'm here.
And you're right. Caleb Middleton, 760, you're right. It's not just a problem, it's a crisis. We have a mental health crisis in America and most countries. And instead of telling people to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and get in and deal with it, that doesn't solve the problem. That doesn't stop somebody from going to a school and shooting it up. That doesn't solve anything. You're absolutely right. We have a mental health crisis in this world. And instead of ignoring it, we need to be addressing it. We need to be finding better ways to help these people, help people in general.
I'm not schizophrenic. I got diagnosed with, yeah, right, okay. That's it? Oh, only that? Wow. And I blew up their Desert Eagle, and this is the person doing the shooting as well. Not really a big surprise. I think anybody could have expected this, right? And this is insane. And probably shouldn't. Yeah, I think so. What's SSRIs? They block different types of
hormones.
brain, like I guess chemical. I think they're
Yeah.
like chemical inhibitors with the brain. And
It's like what I
don't
had
know if
said
this is the
earlier.
T, and this was 15 years old. This was in 2023, so all the timelines would track, especially because it's just the beginning of the year. And so right here, you have somebody. Let me see. Can I load the comments?
Like, why do you have a child on a YouTube video, bro? You don't need a YouTube channel if you're a kid. If you're 18 and under, you don't need a damn YouTube channel. You need to be going to school and focus on what you're going to be doing after school. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be going out and enjoying life, playing with your friends. Enjoy that shit while it lasts, because it doesn't last. That's what you need to be doing.
Man, are you okay? r/trans guns.
That is a Reddit that has been under a lot of scrutiny because of this person. I think that it's really fucked up that one trans person went out and did this in Canada, and now for some odd fucking reason, every trans person... We had one here last year at some point that shut up a church, but it was for political reasons, and it was obvious the reasons why, and a lot of people scoffed it off, but this is mental illness. This has nothing to do with this person being trans. This person, even if they were trans, you can still treat them as if they're mentally ill and not say that it's because they're trans, they're mentally ill. That's not the point. The point is this person needed help and nobody gave this person the help they needed.
And now everything got deleted. Wow. Geez, this one looks pretty bad, guys. Take depression seriously, though. It was for anxiety. I get anxiety sometimes, just be honest, I do. But, you know, you got to deal. A lot of social media companies do this. They do it very regularly. Discovered saying all this stuff. And, like, again, it's really, really...
You remember what I was saying yesterday about online ID and how you have no internet, you actually have no internet privacy? These companies... because they got subpoenaed to give this information, they deleted the public posts, but they have all this shit backed up at their data centers. And that's the information they're going to turn over to the police. Anything you post, any site you visit, anything you do online is tracked. 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. Anything you visit online is tracked. Doesn't matter if you're an incognito, VPN, doesn't matter.
Person saying all this stuff, and like again, it's really, really bad that somebody is like, this is not the Reddit account of a person who is a reasonable individual, right? And I do think that there's a huge issue with this. 100% him. Wouldn't be surprised. I'm super skinny. And this is apparently a picture of this person. I don't know. Again, like photos like this get posted regularly. And a lot of times it's hard to know who's who or, if this is even a real person. But that's what some people are saying. That's who it is. So where's the rest of it? Are there reasonable people on Reddit? Yeah, they usually get downvoted. The moderators of Trans Guns have deleted the post from the Canadian school shooter. What even is the subreddit for Trans Guns? Like, let me see if I can pull this up. Trans Guns. A message from the mod team. Okay, here we go. So we're going to see what the mod team has said about this situation, okay? Let me go back, see if there's anything else. All right, so they've come out with a statement about this. Some of you are wondering why you can't comment or post at this moment. We've turned on some of the enhanced filtering tools temporarily because of an influx of hatred directed at this community from allegations that the tragedy at the Tumbler Ridge School was committed by a former member here. Regardless if that person actually was a member or not, we want to come out and say a team here at Trans Guns does not condone hate, and we would like to see a global net decrease in violence. Trans Guns believes in increasing empathy,
I don't really
remembering your fellow
care that much about the Trans Guns thing. I do have a problem. The only problem that I have is that you had a minor on that site.
Serious, right? Rage.
Like, you don't need to have a minor on that site.
That has nothing to do with that. Because again, I don't have any sympathy for these people. I don't. Because what you did is you enabled for their kid. They just go to another doctor until one of them gives it to them.
There we go.
It's sad. I don't feel any sympathy for them at all. Good people don't spend their time harassing marginalized communities. No, they spend their time apparently shooting up schools. How about that? Just like your son. Wow.
So this is the mother. This is the mother that of the child that actually killed her. She's dead now. Big surprise. She was trying to say all this shit for some kudo points. What better way to make your way into a community because you're rejected from the other communities than to force your child, right?
Don't spend their time harassing marginalized
It all starts from somewhere.
communities. No, they spend their time apparently shooting up schools. How about that? Just like your son. Wow. Killed his brother too? Is that true? Yeah, I mean, there it is, and she's dressed up like a clown. I think that's pretty accurate, because now she's dead. This is what happens whenever you... And how much do you want to bet that... Because, again, I don't have any sympathy for these people. No. I don't. Because what you did is you enabled a person to go out there and kill... You drugged up your kid. Yep. You drugged your kid up, and you put them on SSRIs. You let them do drugs, and you gave them a gun. And you were letting them think that they were another gender as a child. Like, and then they kill you? That's what happens.
Yep. Absolutely right. That's what happens. Seriously. That's what happens. When you take mental illness as a joke and you don't address it, and you decide to push your own mental illness onto somebody, that's on you.
You shouldn't have done it.
Shouldn't have done it. That's right.
You shouldn't have done this. Like, you're a moron.
Rip bozo, rest in piss, you won't be missed, one less piece of trash in the world.
Like, why would you do this? Like, yeah, it's child abuse. Exactly.
It is.
Like, you basically...
There's a syndrome for this. It's where you want your child to be sick, so that way you can get attention. There's a syndrome for it.
You hop this kid up on a bunch of drugs, crazy ideologies, he flies off the handle, and that's what happens. It's sad. I don't feel any sympathy for them at all. I feel sympathy for the families that have been killed and the people that were killed that had nothing to do with this.
Exactly.
Really, like,
Exactly.
I mean, again, like, people make this sad. And honestly, I feel worse for the kid that did the shooting than I do for her. She's the adult. She should be the one.
She's supposed to know better. That's the issue. She's supposed to know better because she's the adult. That's why you have guardians of children. You're supposed to be their fucking guardian, not their corrupter, for fuck's sake.
Knowing this, but instead she gassed this up and led her son to believe all of this crazy shit, let him drug himself up, take other illicit illegal drugs, and on top of that allowed him to have a gun, and then he went out and killed them. Bro, like, this kid is at a degree. I mean, there's a reason why you're a legal guardian. You are supposed to be protecting your kid. You're supposed to be taking care of your kid. Did you do that? No, you didn't. And you and he paid the ultimate price, and so did a lot of other people. I hate these people. They are so evil. They are so evil and so wrong and so bad. And the reason why it makes me so angry is the fact that they do it under the illusion of empathy and virtue. They are the farthest thing from empathy and virtue. They are getting other people killed so they can feel good about themselves. Makes me so fucking annoyed. My pet lion ate my arm. Feel bad for me. Yeah, exactly. Like, I let a venomous snake out in my house, and I thought it would be okay, and then it bit me, and now I'm, like, fucked up. Well, that's what you get. You shouldn't have done it.
Exactly.
How do your kids get clearly inappropriate antidepressants? Don't get me wrong, the parent's 100% wrong, but shouldn't these professionals have
It's the doctor. Here's the thing. If you are a parent and you go to a doctor and they won't give you what you want, you go to a different doctor and you keep doing that until they give you what you want. That's the problem. That's the whole problem right there. They're going to get what they want. If they don't get it from you, they're going to go to somebody else.
Understood? No, they shouldn't understand, because the problem is that a lot of parents, whenever
you gotta hold these fucking doctors accountable for this shit.
Get the correct medication for their kid, they just go to another doctor until one of them gives it to them, right? Now, I'm not saying the doctor has no accountability here, but, like, here's really the tier list, right? So, right? This is number 2.
The medical professionals they are that last line of, let's say, the last line of defense to for a child. Like when you turn a certain age, a doctor that is the same gender as you usually pulls you into the other room by yourself and asks you anything going on, and you sexually active, or how you feeling? Has anyone hurt you? Are you being hurt? Doctors are the last line of defense for finding abuse, for finding problems with children. And if you corrupt that system with this ideology fucking trash, you are hurting people. You are hurting kids, children. You have to stop this. You have to put a stop to this.
Number 4 is going to be school and other types of oversight.
You realize it was getting so bad that kids were going to teachers and they were being told that they might be trans? You realize that it was so bad that they were going to medical professionals and being told that they might be trans? That shouldn't be the first fucking thing that if you got a 7-year-old that hasn't even gone through puberty, has no idea what they're attracted to, how the fuck is trans coming out of your mouth? What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me?
Like school, anything else, teachers, etc., right? And then I finally get down to the kid that did the shooting. That is my tier list. So he's all the way down here at number 5.
Yeah.
Like all of these other groups of people, I think are
They failed. They failed that child. They failed at every level for that child.
More at fault than he is. Like, because they're the adults, they're the professionals, they're the ones that need to be responsible. Oh, right, sorry, nope, sorry, I forgot. Okay, all right, we're good. So
Jesus
there, I'm sorry.
Christ,
Now it's
Jesus Christ.
The mom and doctor. You think that Palantir could have detected that this person was a risk?
I think that's all I really wanted to say about that. We could probably move on from this. We really don't need to return to this. There's not really much else about it. I just wanted to go on a little bit of a rant for that. Damn, bro, there's so many, long-ass videos. Why are there so many long videos? Let's try to get a Midwest safety video up in here. Y'all said yesterday that there was one where a dude had did something really bad, and he was worried about not being able to catch Grand Theft Auto. Where's that? What is that one called? It's British? Italian Shootout? That's what it's called? I think I fucking misspelled the shit out of that. Oh, no, I didn't. That really... dude, I spelled that right? What? Damn, I'm goated. Italian Shootout. Oh, that's a movie. Nah, I'm not gonna do a movie. That's gonna get that's just gonna make the screen go blank because they're gonna be like, "You're showing copyright content." Oh. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Olympics?
Welcome back, and big breaking news coming in from Italy, where we've accessed visuals of...
Go check out CNN News 18. Don't fucking strike me. Send me a takedown notice.
A shootout in the Puglia area of Italy, where mass thieves in overalls unleashed Kalashnikov.
Holy shit. Bro, it's like Grand Theft Auto out there. What the hell?
On the police in Italy. You can
Holy
see those
shit.
Visuals on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. Now, after detonating a vehicle in the middle of the highway and attempting to rob...
Bro, the cost of this car. Bro, this is actually like Grand Theft Auto.
Cash van. The shootout took place between the robbers and the police. You can see those visuals on your screen where these robbers dressed in overalls were carrying Kalashnikov rifles. They detonated a police car as well. You can see the police car right in front of this individual who he's detonated that police car while trying to rob a cash van, and he's armed with a Kalashnikov. Now, fortunately, this entire heist failed. 2 have been arrested while others escaped by robbing the passing motorist. But you can see this dramatic visual on your screen. This is from Puglia in Italy, where these robbers armed with Kalashnikovs as well as explosives were able to detonate and target a police vehicle.
Yeah, that one. What is the name of that video? The video with the GTA 6.
Attempt to rob a cash van, but the police numbers completely overwhelmed them and they were forced to flee from the area. 2 have been arrested while the police are hunting for the other suspects.
Bro, they did all that and they got arrested. They took too damn long.
Akanksha Swaroop on the broadcast. Akanksha, dramatic scenes coming in from Italy. Not a country you'd expect to see such a violent heist take place.
Maybe that's the reason why it happened.
So, Ayushman, you can see as you were highlighting those visuals, absolutely...
Damn, they really tried, didn't they?
Dramatic. In fact, during the exchange, a bullet fired by the attackers even struck the windshield of a police service vehicle. Now, what we're being told is that the armored vehicle was being operated by Battistoli, which is BTV, a private security agency. It was forced to stop after attackers blocked the road by setting a van on fire across the entire carriageway. It was this very van, in fact, which was also carrying cash. Less than an hour after the attack, the provincial command
Damn, bro, that is crazy.
announced the arrest of 2 suspects. We are being told that investigations are currently on to identify and apprehend other members of the group.
There was 5.
They also determine whether the gang is linked to organized crime networks operating in the overall region.
That's crazy, bro. What? Yeah, it is straight up out of Grand Theft Auto.
These suspects allegedly hijacked cars from passing motorists as well. So that has been discovered so far.
No shot! So they even stole the cars, too. Holy crap!
Authorities are saying that this gang appeared to be using vehicles that were equipped with flashing lights, and they were posing as civilian police cars to avoid any kind of suspicion, which is why they could reach this far and carry this heist, which of course eventually ended up into a...
Man, that is put together like crazy. It's a shame they're dumbasses.
Failure, but as you can see, you said they are carrying Kalashnikovs and they are also dressed in overalls. And it was a group of men using multiple vehicles to block the traffic. And they also detonated this van to immobilize the armored truck. Despite this entire dramatic operation, the robbery itself was a failure, as is already indicated in the video footage recorded by passing motorists that shows at least 6 masked individuals who are trying to carry out this heist.
Bro, that's crazy.
Right.
That is insane. If this isn't actual organized crime, and this was just a bunch of guys that got the idea off of Grand Theft Auto, holy shit. Man, that is crazy. Stole the cars, set the van up to explode. They blocked off the highway with a fire. They used like police lights on the vehicles so that way they wouldn't be under suspicion. Like, Jesus, man, that was really put together. That's crazy. And they still fucked it up. That's kind of why I'm like, I don't think that they did that from like organized crime. I think they're just dumbasses that tried to rip off Grand Theft Auto, honestly. Let's see. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. You know we gotta watch Kudrow get some dog food, right? You know we're gonna have to watch this. Karen messes around and finds out. This has me written all over it, boy, let me tell you. This probably be the last video for the day. We are here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to about 11:30. So, yep, stick around. Whatever you miss, the stream is uploaded automatically. So if you miss the stream, you can go back through and watch the whole thing. Some parts of it may be, like, muted, but hopefully that's not the case. And everything usually gets clipped out into videos, smaller videos, and uploaded later on throughout the day. I do it all. I have to do all the editing, so that's why I leave so early, but yeah. Stick around. We have a Discord. You can join the Discord.
An officer initiates a routine traffic stop on this white Chevy pickup truck driven by a Karen. What follows is anything but routine.
David 211, I'll be taking position 2. We're passing.
Oh, Chase. Oh, damn, I don't even know where.
20 should be position 1. Copy the sticks position. Passing Hollow Oaks Drive. Speeds 35. Passing Fiddler's Creek. Speeds 30. Copy. We're coming up to 18 now.
Is that the lady that? Bro, how entitled do you have? Is she driving? Please tell me she's driving home. TeamSpeak. I'm not gonna switch over to. Yeah, I'm gonna be using Discord. Like some of the videos that get put in Discord, not that they're 18 or plus or anything, but a lot of the YouTube videos you have to have like a some sort of ID in it. Is this guy? Is she really going? She really drove home. She drove home.
211, we're gonna be out at.
I got a shatter ball.
All right. You're covered.
Wait, what's a shatter ball? What's that? What's a shatter ball?
I got a shatter ball.
All right.
I got a shatter ball.
What is that?
I'm gonna grab sticks.
I wanted to make sure I read it right. What's a shatter ball?
Driver, turn off the vehicle! Just watch out if she throws it in reverse.
Oh, did her reverse lights came on.
Step out of the vehicle! Driver! Matt, can you move your squad up in case she does try to throw it in reverse? So we got 2 tasers, 2 lethal.
David 211, we got a canine en route.
We got our canine coming.
Perfect.
They gonna break that window. They're gonna let old Kudrow in there get himself a snack. She's come out of that car, man. You don't want Kudrow to get involved.
Since you're lethal, Shatterball.
Bro, what kind of shield is this?
Will, since
Bro, how come it is that every time I see the police, the shield gets smaller and smaller? What the fuck is that? Dude, that's a piece of cardboard at this point. How? That one doesn't even have a window on it, man. What the fuck is even the point of having that thing? Oh, fuck.
Is this on her cell phone? Thank you. Catherine, this is the police department. We need you to exit the vehicle.
There we go.
Do it now, Catherine.
Parrying shield. Yo, low key's onto something. It's a parrying shield. Like from Elden Ring, that little circular shield that you just. Oh my god, dude.
This is the police. You need to exit your vehicle with your hands up. Do it now.
little.
Fuck that rear window
Turn that
out.
down. The doggo hurt.
Okay. Look at that. Shatter ball up.
What's a shatter ball? Oh, what the hell? Shatter ball.
Get down.
Oh, that's crazy.
You get bit by the storm? Come on, you're gonna get bit by the Come on, Come on now, you're gonna get bit by the jaw. How are you gonna get bit by the jaw? Get up! Damn it. Shut the door on him. Another shatter ball? I do. You want me to get the... We got pepper ball.
And it looks like a metal ball or porcelain that like has a bunch of spikes on it. But you know, on the end of a knife, how it has sometimes it has that little punch thing on it. That's kind of what it looks like on one side of it. I didn't know that was a thing.
You got it, Joe?
Getting pepper ball? Yeah, Joe's getting the pepper ball.
Joe, this side. Pepper ball through the back shattered window.
Oh man, she really fucked up, bro. They're gonna pepper ball her ass. She really fucked up.
Hey, Catherine! Come out of the car now, or we're going to send in some pepper balls. It's going to be hard for you to breathe. Come on out now. Thank you.
Oh, she didn't want to mess with that.
All right, come this way. Come this way. We'll figure that out in a second.
Is she really recording? This is the world we live in. This is the world we live in now, boys. We're so privileged that when we're getting stopped by the police, we think we're gonna win this.
Just put your hands behind your
Man, oh man.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back, or you're gonna get tasered.
I'm gonna have you guys.
All right.
Yeah, you will not indict me. What is wrong with you?
Put your hands behind your back.
What is wrong with you?
See, that's what it's gonna be like if they gotta arrest Pam Bondi. That's what it's gonna look like right there.
Hands behind your back. Okay.
David 211, we're 1080.
Got anything on you?
What a moron.
Here, roll this way. Put your
She's on the ground, face on the ground. You're not doing this to me. You're not doing that to me. It looks like they currently doing whatever the fuck they want.
You cannot assault me as a woman. What are you doing?
Oh,
Ready, we're gonna help you out.
I told you that you were here. He just crossed out my window. For what reason?
We're trying to stop you for about 15 miles.
For what reason?
Traffic violation.
That's not really your decision to make anymore now, is it?
For what reason? You cannot...
Yes, vehicle's cleared.
Excuse me, you don't know that I'm Katie.
I don't know that. But do you live here alone?
Daniel Thomas doesn't know that.
I don't know who Daniel Thomas is.
Holy cow, guys.
Do you live here alone?
Yes, I do. This is my residence since 2011.
Do you want her in
That's
mine
cool.
or in Joe's?
Doesn't matter.
We'll throw it in
Excuse me,
Joe's.
please grab my things.
Yep, we'll get your things when we can.
This is illegal. What
Illegal.
violations do you have me?
Are you injured at all, ma'am?
Excuse me, you're not going to harass me.
Your plates are expired, and that's why I attempted to stop
Excuse me,
for
they
you.
are not expired.
They are.
They are not.
They are.
But excuse me, Chevrolet is my Oconomowoc, my Chevrolet.
Okay.
You guys are out of your minds. You better tell Daniel Thomas I'm suing the whole Waukesha. Does anyone want to contact the Journal Sentinel? Does anyone want to record this?
Yeah, we've got it recorded.
Jesus
Excuse
Christ.
Me. I'm pressing
What a
charge.
schizo. Put this lady in jail and just don't let her out. Just leave her in there.
I don't know if that's
It should have.
from when she went down. But
Look
that's
who
the
drove in the back seat with her.
only injury I see. Another one over here.
You shattered my window. Do you know that's going to be what? Excuse me.
Yeah, that's going to be worth however much it's going to cost you to replace it.
You're going to have injury with a lawsuit with Mr. Rooney.
Just go ahead, have a seat in the vehicle.
I contact my financial advisor, Capital One.
Have a seat.
This is
That's right. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. Because one white lady doesn't want to be arrested. Oh no. Violation of rights. Nazism.
To an American woman just going to the post office and going to the town meeting.
Take a couple deep breaths here.
Oh no, the police are the Gestapo now. What are we gonna do?
You good, Joe?
We're gonna have you just.
How is this not set in yet that she's cooked? Bro, usually by the time people, she must be on some SSRIs, but usually by the time they arrest somebody and put them in the back of this car, they already pleading and begging for their freedom.
I contacted my Capital Wealth Advisors Advisors, contacted my brother, contacted Paul Buffoni from Bravo Company. You guys are going to have a huge lawsuit.
Are you injured, man?
Did you not learn your lesson from Sterling Brown?
I'm just asking if you need medical.
NBA player Sterling Brown was arrested by a racist Milwaukee officer who was promptly fired, aka has nothing to do with what the fuck?
Attention. Do you need medical attention?
Excuse me.
Okay. Well, if anything changes with that, just let me know.
Oh man, it's just like Pam Bondi all over again. We're bringing up shit that has nothing to do with anything. I love it.
Excuse me, I'm reporting you guys for police brutality. The same way as Sterling Brown, but I am a white American woman. Bravo Company, USA, PC, Paul Buffoni. My SWAT team is your AR-15s and M16.
What? Yo, this lady's crazy. This lady's nuts. What the fuck? She's schizo, bro. What is this?
You guys cannot tail from behind and make false arrests. Police brutality is no different than Sterling Brown. Mark Thompson representing Sterling Brown. I'm going to have Mark Thompson representing you. You would think a black man would never police brutality after Sterling Brown.
Has she asked for an attorney? Okay. Catherine, I'm Officer Dupre at the City of Delafield Police Department. I'm the one who...
I reported you guys.
You reported me?
Yes, I did.
Okay, that's fine. I'm here to...
Just no fucks given.
Okay, I had my
That's
red
cool.
lights and siren on. Catherine, hold on.
I will not pull over until I'm in my safety rail driver.
Okay, Catherine, but you still didn't even comply with that.
I did, sir.
Okay, so here's the deal. The reason I stopped you, the reason why I attempted to stop you is that your plates are expired. They expired in March of 23. They expired in March of 23.
Holy
So that is why I attempted to stop you.
Here's what you need to do with this. Here's what you need to do with somebody like this that's just gonna keep talking over you. What you need to do with them.
Someone I know who doesn't believe we went to the surface of the moon, and there were the landing sites, and you saw the... At night, he went home and found it. Then he came back and says, NASA could have faked that. Well, I'm done with you. We have no more to talk about. Because he's not ready to be... could have faked that. Well, I'm done with you. We have no more to talk about. Because...
That's what you gotta do with that person.
Make a voluntary statement of what happened tonight?
Do you guys want to call up Chevrolet and Oconomowoc?
I don't want to.
They're open right now.
I don't want to. Okay?
Those plates are not
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Do you wish to make a voluntary statement right now?
I just made my voluntary statement.
Okay. Sounds good.
Holy God, man.
We're going to get you out of this car. We're going to get you in that car. You're going to be going to the Waukesha County Jail tonight. Okay? You're under arrest for felony fleeing and eluding, state disorderly conduct, and you're getting a traffic citation for your unregistered vehicle.
Damn, and it's unregistered to boot.
That's fine. That's well within yours.
Mark Thompson.
Come on, just step out for me, please.
Those are brand new plates. I contacted an attorney.
That's fine. That's fine. Come on.
You guys don't have felony.
Why are they bringing her out?
Sounds good. That's your opinion.
The plates never expired.
Okay.
Oh, you better contact Oconomowoc.
Well, you should have just pulled over. You know what's really sad about this? This would have just been a warning. If she had just not been a fucking moron and pulled over and said, "Yeah, I didn't realize they were expired. My bad." They would have just given her a warning, and she'd have been fine. But she had to flee from the police and do all this.
I don't have to contact anyone, Catherine. Go ahead. You can take a seat in the squad car for me, please.
Look at the plates. They're brand new 2023.
Take a seat in the squad car, please.
How disgusting that you guys can even go home to your wives. Disgusting job that you just did.
That's when you look at her and you'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go home to my wife and sleep just fine tonight. Trust me, lady."
Disgusting. Those plates say 2023 on them. Brand new plates. Did you look at the registration? Did you look at the vehicle on the registration?
Catherine is no stranger to being non-compliant with police, as she once spit at an officer.
Oh, man.
From a fitness
What?
building.
You gotta be kidding me. She spit at an officer at a... You just gotta put these people in an insane asylum. You gotta keep them
For the
there.
incident in the body cam footage, she was charged with resisting or failing to stop and resisting obstructing. According to court records, the suspect actually did not get a high-powered attorney to take her case, and
Big
instead
surprise.
just started skipping court appearances. Court records indicate
You dumbass.
the case has been going on for more than 2.5 years, and the bail has since been forfeited.
2.5 years?
As her case is still ongoing, she is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
People might think to pursue.
What? Is she just out there walking around spitting at other Bro, what?
Is always speeding, swerving, and just being reckless. But some of the most unpredictable
Bro, you gotta crack down on these people. You gotta put them in jail for at least 2 years.
drivers are the ones trying to appear cooperative while refusing to stop. And it might look polite, but it's still resistance. And she was definitely running from the police, but she was also deciding where she wanted to deal with them, which was her house. And that matters because once a suspect reaches their residence, the risk to officers goes way up. Garages mean weapons, family members, or someone possibly disappearing inside and forcing a standoff. And that's exactly why officers box their car in like that. Now, you saw officers use the shatter bar, and what that does is allow officers to break the glass from a distance instead of walking up to a possibly armed driver. And police in Maine started using that around 2023. Most arrests aren't decided by how fast you drive, they're decided by the first moment you choose not to comply. Remember, it's about decisions.
At least she had to pay for her back window. I mean,
officers act help you see these videos differently. That's the point. Because our purpose here isn't just to show you videos, it's to give you insight and guidance so you won't cause yourself any problems during the traffic stop.
I know how to not cause yourself problems. If the guy with the gun and the police siren gets out, or for that matter, the person with the gun says to get out of a car, and you don't get out, well, you're probably gonna die, regardless of if they're a cop or not. Like, you run that risk of being shot anytime you don't comply with police. Like, it may happen. It's sad, but it happens. Okay, I think, yeah, that's it. That's all we got for today. We rolling up out of this bitch. We's going. Like I said, we're here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to noon. We take the weekends off because there's too much stupidity that I have to deal with on a Monday through Friday basis. So I need the weekends to regen my my fucking mental capacity and my fucking brain cells from people like Pam Bondi and Kash Patel. We'll be back on tomorrow bright and early. We're going to probably finish up those few videos that I have here, and probably another one. A couple others, hopefully. But we got the majority of them knocked out, so we'll be able to finish them. I'll see you boys tomorrow. Stay safe out there. Stay friendly. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change their whole day or their whole life. You never know. And I'll be seeing you boys tomorrow. Peace. Stay safe out there. Stay away from crazy people.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning. Oh,